perfectly calm.
You mean Wilhelmina?
I had him pegged as the winner, but not anymore. I think.
Really?
I think he made a mistake with the route he went.
Really?
Yeah.
Funny route?
A little too hard.
Little Asian for me.
A little bit Asian?
Yeah, like the eyes are pulled back. They gave him like that really pointy makeup.
Oh, really?
But I haven't seen the other people yet.
Right.
A couple of guys here, that's true, Robin, passed up lunch at a steakhouse to get their body waxed.
That's true, yes.
Did Jason have his body waxed?
Yeah, apparently. I don't know if you saw him, but he's definitely had something done to his face.
He just showed me his eyebrows.
His eyebrows are extremely plucked.
He gets to be so happy because, see this? What do you think, huh?
Oh.
And I think the rest of his body is hairless now.
Really?
Fabulous.
That little fruitcake, yeah.
All right, good. So at sometime in the 7 o'clock hour, we'll get to that.
The girls will unveil themselves.
Any good Benjy stories?
Yeah, Benjy's rap was whether he was going to think of going as a black woman, but he says black women never win beauty pageants, especially on this show. So he went a different route, and he asked me how he could lose 40 pounds overnight.
He's got the shtick going around.
Yeah.
You know what he did, Howard, though? He's out there, and he didn't know whether to come in or not. We told him not to come in, so he's covered himself. Like he's all shrouded. He doesn't want us to see him.
He doesn't want you to see.
So I can see the face, but I can't see the hair or the body or anything.
Yeah, I don't want to see him.
You know who the highest maintenance lady was?
Who?
Isaac.
Oh, I can imagine that.
Mackerel.
He has an outside shot. He might be a good-looking woman. He's a slight man.
My wife is doing his makeup.
I saw your wife here. I said, hey, one of the guys looks really good. And then I go, wait a second, that's a real woman.
That's Marlo.
I was waiting to see that. Yeah, what's Marlo doing? Is she involved?
She's doing his Isaac's makeup.
Oh, so she's backing Isaac.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, he was bugging her like 50 times about his makeup, coordinating his jewelry with his outfit, about getting fake nails, about how he wanted to nair his body, about...
It's $5,000.
But you don't have to we're going to recognize they coordinated something?
All day, Isaac repeated like a mantra. I'm going to win this. I'm taking this so seriously. You have no idea how serious I'm taking this. I'm going to win. I'm going to win. This is serious business. It was like bizarre.
Does he have a pretty outfit?
I haven't seen him yet. But
I'm going to bust balls during this whole thing.
You're going to throw up.
Well, what do they have to do to be sexy? Are they going to like flirt with you? Or?
No, they ain't flirting with me. I don't want that.
Who doesn't make you vomit?
Right. It's whoever can almost look like a woman when you squint.
I see.
Right.
Whoever comes closest to being sexy.
If you're drunk,
you might make a mistake. Today is the big office competition. Someone could take home $5,000, courtesy of NBC's new comedy, The Office. It's a show for anyone whose boss is an idiot. Check out the premiere tomorrow after The Apprentice. Cabby wants to get in here. I just want to do this real fast.
Okay.
Fast.
Is that
What's
possible?
going on with Cabby?
What isn't going on with Cabby? He's a whirlwind. I'm a whirlwind. He made some paintings in rehab. Gary will describe it. What's it like when you run into Cabby in the hall?
Hey, how's it going? Good to see you. Listen, I made some paintings in rehab. I was paid one. I got one for Howard. I got one for Fred. Hey, I'm down 55 pounds. Did you notice? Everything's going well. Great to know. It's a lot like that.
Dude.
It's not a bad thing. It's just that I
dropped a double nickel.
You took all your energy that you used for everything else and you're putting it into just being happy. Like Artie said, when you get out of rehab, it's like most people are like, look at my great new life.
Yeah, you want people
that's
in your
for you.
world.
I made that for you.
Thank you. Oh, that's cool. A little spin art.
Cabby made some
It's
spin
not
art.
spin art.
You know what I mean? It's like a Jackson.
No, it's not spin art at all.
Oh, dude, that's spin art.
It's not spin
Don't
art.
get angry. Why are you so angry?
Well, let me see
it doesn't
Gary.
qualify as spin art.
Because he's happy.
It looks like
know?
a coffee cup at the diner.
Wait a second. Hold on. I
Let
have
me see the back. I like it.
I made one for Tom, too.
You have it
Oh, you know what
upside
this is
down.
called? What this is cool. It's got a name.
This is one for Robin.
This one's called
Oh.
Anguish.
It's called Man on
No
Crack.
offense, but that looks like he took some paint and threw it against a wall.
Absolutely.
And then, wait a second. It's Anguish,
Feel
and it's
honored.
subtitled
Oh, look at that.
Mental Enema.
Mental enema.
That's what? What's mental enema?
Dude,
What's mental enema?
Cleansing
Dude.
your brain.
dude.
It's the genre. That's my genre.
Well, dude, I didn't know you were going to be walking around for your interview.
Well, dude, it's not an interview. I got
Hey, all right, but sit down. This is not interesting to
We
anybody.
got to talk about your art.
You're handing out pictures. No offense, dude.
Yeah.
I love you, but that ain't art.
This is like, you know what? This is like that Mitch Hedberg joke. It's like, here, you throw this out.
Yeah.
No, dude, that is my art.
What are we going to do with this? This is like having a little kid who hands you something
Right,
you did
I
in
said,
class.
well, I don't have a refrigerator.
Actually, this
big
one
enough
is,
for this.
I consider, and this is no lie, this is my masterpiece. This one's for you, Howard.
Look at yours. It's really stretched canvas and everything.
Let me take a good hard look at this. Wow.
Let me see
Let
yours.
me file it over here.
Oh, my God.
You're such a jackass.
Oh, it ended up in the garbage pail.
Mine is
Cabby,
called
that's-
Gunshot.
Why would you do that?
Cabby, What am I going to do with this?
How long did it take you to do these paintings? About 5 minutes?
No, longer than that. I
This
really
looks
put
like,
some
you know what
thought
this
into
is?
that.
I'm going to tell you what you did here. You squeezed the tube of paint
No, I
onto a
didn't.
canvas.
I didn't do that. Look at
rehab.
Dude, look at that. Look at how the colors mix in the
Organized chaos.
See?
No, it's not even organized.
Fred,
chaos.
what do you think of my painting?
I know something. I hate to admit it. I actually like this one.
Thank you.
Oh, Fred got the good one.
Yeah, but I'm a little jealous.
did.
Mine's called gunshot poop. Well, what is the story behind that?
What is the story behind Artie's?
The story is that you make up your own story. It's art. I mean, you know what? Art.
What is this one called? The one you gave
What
me?
I've learned about art, there is no title to that one, Howard. It's just that was the one that I actually thought of you and I painted that.
Let me ask you something. When the people in
No, it's not upside down. That's and up in the corner is my signature. That's
know
my
what?
that's
when
my symbol.
people in
Yeah.
rehab saw this, did they think you needed to stay longer?
I'm thinking
No,
they
not
thought-
at all. They
Now I
actually
know
thought
why.
it was good that I was painting.
I always wondered why rehab was so expensive. It's all these oil paints that they waste.
Right.
It's
This
actually
looks like
acrylic.
acrylics
It
to
is.
me.
Hey, can I ask a question?
And these canvases ain't cheap.
No.
Yeah.
Hi, Tom.
What's the symbol about? Because he said that's his signature. You got
Well,
one
because
right
I wasn't going to sign my name on the front of them, so I came up with a symbol, and that was
I
my
wouldn't
symbol.
sign my name on this either.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
What the significance of the handprints is?
There is no significance.
I
to anything
ran out
in
of
my art.
brushes. Your hands are all over him. You have to touch everything that he does.
Chevy likes that.
You've been very hands-on with me, and you've
Right.
helped me out a lot. You've helped me out a lot.
So there is significance.
Somewhat.
Okay.
Yeah.
First he said there was no significance, and then Gary came up with one.
You know, you can read it. It's art, and that's the thing about art. You don't have to like it or love it or hate it. Everybody looks at art different, and the art has been very relaxing for me.
Actually, this is more artistic than the gates, I'll say.
Yeah. Well,
Robin, do you like yours? You got the queen's crown in there.
Yeah,
and-
see, I got a crown in the middle of mine.
I tell you,
And
you're a regular Tony
I don't
Curtis.
see that.
it's right there in the middle. You
I
have
was
to
like-
really be close.
More of a John Mellencamp for me.
I think your crown was an accident.
Well, no, he took a piece of plastic that was a crown and he pasted
he
it in the
applies it
middle.
to the painting
Yeah.
itself.
And actually, you don't know it, but my DNA is in every one of these paintings.
Let me drop this.
No, don't do that. It's not necessarily bad DNA.
Who are you, Basquiat?
Would you lick it?
No, I'm not going to tell you what it is.
Yeah.
Well, that's in the
'Cause
garbage
that doesn't
now.
have any kind of a
Howard, are you
layering
serious? You're
over
going to
it.
throw that away?
Yes.
That's insulting.
Hey,
It's very insulting.
Let me tell you
to
something.
Me.
I do with art what I want to do with it.
Right. All right. So you're going to
You
throw
gave
it
it to me. Now don't question
Thanks.
where I put it. I'm putting it in the proper place.
Thanks. You know how that makes me feel?
It crushes you.
Yeah, it crushes
I
me.
want to see. I call that crushing the rehab guy to see how he does with a
I'll
crushing.
do fine because you know what? I got 75 days today, so that's what I got.
That's what I want to hear. Enough
See?
with that painting.
See?
Thank you.
No more painting for you.
Huh? All right. That's what I got.
I'd rather, you know what? I'm going to save you. I'm going to hang your painting here in the studio. I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Because if it encourages you not to talk to your TV set, then keep painting.
Hey, when are you going to get your 6-month chip for painting?
Is he painting
I
at
got
home?
75 days. I don't think about 6 months.
That's a good question. Are you painting at home?
Yeah.
Oh, you're kidding. So this continues.
Yeah.
This continues.
Yeah.
All right.
It does. It does. It's very relaxing, and it doesn't just take one. You know,
Why don't
like
you
you
say
said,
Tell me how many-
5 minutes.
How
to paint
long
it.
do you usually spend on a painting?
I think about it. I think about what I'm painting, and it takes me more than 5 minutes.
Well,
as you
how
say.
long does it
I don't know. I don't know.
Can I tell you something? For once
The
in your life,
one I did for Howard, it took me a couple days to figure out exactly what to do because I wanted to mix the
lie.
paints up and stuff.
All
No,
right, can
it's
I tell
not.
you something?
Why do you call me a liar?
Because you're lying.
I'll climb over that console right now.
Do
And
whatever
it
you
would
have to.
take Ronnie 4 hours to get into the room.
Not a
to stop
council,
it.
it's a console. Listen to me. Yeah, by the time
Tom's
Ronnie
my
gets to
counsel.
this- Listen to me.
My
Seriously,
concierge.
if you
Yes.
want to do something right now, why don't you go take a few painting classes?
I'm
and
actually-
learn. Yeah. Now and
See?
then paint me a picture. Don't
Right.
don't
Why
smear.
make it your first
No,
effort?
wait a
Don't
second.
smear. You're insulting me now because you're smearing a bunch of paint on a canvas,
Dude.
and handing it to me.
I was in
It's like,
rehab.
don't give me your garbage.
It wasn't garbage.
No,
it was in
that's
the
garbage.
The thought was there that
a
I was
painting is a picture of Baba Booey or a.
No, it's not.
Dude,
Paint a house.
Yeah, paint a
Dude,
house.
No, but see, that's not what art is. Art is what I gave to you.
You never even prepared the canvas. You know nothing about
Yeah,
art.
I mean,
But
that's not even prepared.
Tom, tell him what art is.
I have no idea.
Art
what
comes
art
from your heart and your soul. and
Tom's
that's where
wife
that came
paints,
from.
and you
My
can
wife-
recognize what it is.
Yeah.
I painted his wife a
Very good
painting.
watercolor artist.
But did I not paint your wife a painting?
You did.
And what did she say about it?
Can I take the fifth?
Be honest.
Be honest.
She
It was horrible.
She said, "What is this
why
crap?"
you gave it to her?
All right, listen.
And
You're putting me on.
She wasn't.
I like you, but
She
you're putting
was
me on.
touched.
now.
Are you kidding me?
You're putting me on.
You're being very insulting.
No, you're putting me on.
As
now.
a friend, you're insulting.
You've always been genuine, but I know you put me on.
Dude, I'm not putting you on.
No, I think he's serious.
Oh, I'm being very serious. This is an insult, this painting.
He's
If you want to
joking
paint for
around.
me, who?
Dude, I'm
No,
not.
I'm saying Cabby's joking.
I'm not.
I know.
I'm not joking.
Look at me.
Dude, I'm not.
Go take this
No, you're
seriously.
insulting me right now.
Yes, I am. I
But
want you
Scott-
to take it
Well,
seriously.
this is criticism. An artist has to be able to take criticism.
You can't take.
see,
I'm testing you now.
But see, you can criticize the art all you want. And
I am
see, art
criticizing.
is
You're putting me on
It's
with
like
this.
music.
All right, listen
you
to
don't
me.
have to like someone's CD. I don't care if you like
Here's
it.
what I'm saying
But
to you.
if you don't like it, you don't have to throw it away. Give it back to me.
No, I
If you
threw
don't,
it away. I could do what I want with my painting.
Wow.
That's
All
my
right.
art. I am now doing my art.
You're a dick for doing that.
That's
though.
right.
I think you're a dick for doing that.
You're like a Polish Jackson Pollock.
That's fine.
Listen to me.
I'm not Polish,
Jackson
though.
Pollock?
Cabby, listen to me.
The asses who were my parents
I
gave
am
me
gonna,
that Polish
listen to
name.
me.
Yeah.
What I'm telling you right now, as the man who found your real mother. All
You
right?
pissed me off. That pissed me off.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
take
right.
it easy.
Finding your
Van
mother?
Gogh.
Hey, hold on a second. Ronnie, come to the door.
He's fine.
No, but seriously.
you know what?
This
An
isn't a
artist
joke
usually-
to me.
It's a joke to me.
Well,
And
you're a
when
joke
you're
to me right
serious-
now.
when
You're
when you are
you're out of
serious-
line.
Okay.
You've crossed the line.
When you're
Cabby?
serious.
You've crossed the line in Cabby world.
Cabby, a real artist would take his violence out on himself,
Right.
not others.
You cut your own ear off, not mine. When you're serious about this, all right, right now you're Vincent Van Kook. You want to be Cabby the artist
Vincent Van Cabby.
I'm going through my impressionist phase.
Listen to me.
I came up with my own frickin' genre and everything.
Why don't
It's
you
my
be,
lunatic renaissance.
why don't you be serious about something for a change
Well, I'm gonna.
and go
But-
to a class and learn how to, let me see you really mix paint and come up with colors that we find in nature. There's not one color here that's
The
in nature.
colors are so harsh.
Oh,
Yeah.
look it. Here comes badass himself.
Oh, Ronnie. Oh, you don't have to sit
Do you
with
like
him.
my
He's
art,
fine.
Ronnie? What do you think of my art? Let me show the thing you threw out. Maybe
Very-
Ronnie will take it.
Very Manson-esque.
He says it's BS.
What do you
I think
think?
he's BS.
What do you
Oh
think?
my goodness! I just saw Artie's.
All right.
Yeah, thank you, Robin.
What's it called again, Artie?
It's called gunshot poop.
And what's the
Gunshot poop.
and what's the medium, Artie? Look on the back.
Medium? What
Yeah,
does
that's
that mean?
that's
Mental enema.
Yeah, that's my genre.
Oh.
Because somebody said you have to have a genre,
one is
and I
your
don't know
name?
what my.
I think the pretentious signature is funny. Like
Yes,
not signing
yes,
his
the
name.
symbol.
The
Oh, I
symbol. Now he has a symbol. Like that's a little pretentious for a guy who started painting 3 days ago.
I'm a
A couple months ago.
I want to know why you get so angry, though, man.
I'm not angry. I'm just insulted. I can be insulted.
Yeah, but why do you get angry right away?
I'm not angry.
All right.
How am I angry? Tom, was I angry? I was insulted.
Yeah, everybody's calling me to run in here and see.
Oh, please.
If I could ask you, what my title says, "Finger me, please."
That's the title of the painting.
Finger me.
Don't you get art?
What's the matter with you?
Your hands are.
Well, see, there's hands.
I've
it's
wasted
hands.
enough time on this.
No, but
when
see-
you go and take a serious
I want an
class-
apology.
No, I'm not apologizing. I don't think this is for real. I think it's a goof.
Dude.
You're not being genuine.
You're very
You took
insulting.
the easy way out
How are you talking easy?
because this is
Dude,
a guy
you think
who
it was
smeared-
easy for
Yeah.
me to go and rehab? I didn't smear paint.
No, not rehab. Painting. You
Oh,
took the easy
dude.
way out.
Are you kidding me?
Go take a class. I
Gary,
guarantee
Gary,
you won't last in a
you
class
think I
for a
was
week.
I won't last for
Here's what I think.
I've never
happened.
done anything easy my whole life.
Kevin,
This was easy.
Here's what I think happened. I think you wanted to express yourself, and you don't really know how to paint.
Not
so
yet,
You did this,
not
and it's
yet.
good. It made you feel good,
But
it
eventually-
may not make others feel good. But I'm glad it worked for you.
So my gift to you didn't make you feel good that I took
No,
some time out of my
because
life to give
because
you a gift of my mind,
because
and my,
this
my
is-
heart, and my soul.
You put 3 minutes of thought into this.
Not at
Now,
all.
I want you to paint me a
Not at
picture,
all.
a beautiful picture that looks like something, not a bunch of paint smeared on a canvas.
You're such
This
an
should
ass.
not be your first effort at
You're such
giving
an
away art.
insulting-
This is insulting to me.
You're
Okay, I'm being
insulting
serious.
and condescending and arrogant right
You're
now.
insulting me.
That's the new modern art, man.
What am I going to do with this? Here's what I'm going to do with it, right?
Now, what happens if he becomes
such a-
famous and you realize you just threw out $1 million?
There's
so be
very
it.
little chance of that.
Gunshot poop. Hey, Kevin, can I hire
I didn't even title yours.
That's another insult.
Because you're so, that yours was so special.
Hey, Cabby, can I hire you to paint Neil Young for Howard?
Cabby,
will Neil Young be naked when I paint him?
Cabby,
what?
I look forward to the day when you take your art seriously.
I do, and I am.
When you
don't have to respect it or care about it.
Take some lessons and learn how to really paint.
See, that's the thing about me.
Work.
That's the thing about me. I'm still gonna just go on like a paratrooper would. I don't.
Can I name your painting for you?
Yeah.
In the trash. That's what it's called.
Remember, Cabby, they laughed at Columbus.
Yeah, they did.
They also laughed at a lot of people who amounted to nothing. You don't hear about them.
I'm proud of you going to rehab. I'm proud of you straightening out your life. But this is an insult to me and my audience.
I'm working on straightening out my life.
You've insulted my audience.
You've insulted my audience today.
Tomorrow I got a big day, man.
What's going on?
Tomorrow's court sentencing.
Is that tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh,
What are your
Tomorrow
thoughts? Or do you have no thoughts? I mean,
I'm worried about today. And
Do you have
tomorrow will come.
Do you have a lot of canvas? Because, you ought to have some.
Some of those jailhouse paintings could be.
It's God's will, man.
is there
Going cowboy.
What do you think is going to happen?
I really don't know.
Is there a minimum? Is there, or they could give you whatever they want? Like they give you probation? There's no minimum.
It's all in the judge's hands, and it's all bigger than me.
I'm being serious now. I've heard you could get as much as 2 years.
3.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you think that's going to happen?
I don't know, man. You know what? I'm doing the right things in my life, and when you do the right things happen. One day at a time, man. One foot in front of the other. That's what I do.
If you
see, now this is serious.
They're not going to hit
Now
you.
you're talking. Now I'm worried.
If
It's very serious.
Hey, Cabby, if you were to get like, say the judge said tomorrow, giving you 6 months, do you go right there, right then?
As far as I know, I could, or they could let me take care of my personal affairs and let things get in order. But you know what? I don't worry about tomorrow. I worry about today. So
I'd worry about tomorrow.
No, you got to start worrying about it.
Howard,
I don't mean to mess up your personal philosophy.
this could be the last time we see him for a while. I hope it isn't.
Oh, no. Don't say that. Hey, you know what?
I'm positive,
will we come
positive
visit him?
mental attitude,
Now you'll be
man.
fine.
I would visit him.
Yeah, we'd all visit you, sure.
I'll be the only honest person in the room. I'm not visiting you.
I would go because I've never been
Hey,
to jail.
listen, man, I'm going to a car show tomorrow night. You want to go?
Today I'm
might
going,
not be free.
Tonight I'm going to see the Queens of the Stone Age.
Oh, they're not mad at you anymore?
Before sentencing?
I don't think they were ever mad at me, as far as I know.
Want to give him my painting?
I think the label in the station was mad at me. Yeah, can I give them your painting? They'd probably
No,
appreciate
it's
it a
my
lot more.
painting. I'll do what I want with it.
Hey, if Cabby...
Are you really going to leave it in the trash?
I have to think about it, but probably yes.
I think Beth might appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, if
I could still take her from you. You know, we did meet. You know, all on the same day.
Hey, hi.
What do you
I'm
think,
not
Tom?
high.
If Cabby is put in prison tomorrow, which is a major concern, let's hope it doesn't happen. We're all pulling for you in all seriousness.
Thank you.
I don't
Thank
want to
you.
see you go to jail. I think you screwed up.
I did.
I don't think you'll do it again, but you might have to pay some time.
I think they'll be all right with you, Cab.
Yeah, they couldn't possibly give him 3 years.
Yeah, they've got to love you.
Howard, if they give him some time
You're so personable.
if they give him some time to put his personal affairs in order, can we have a scores party for him before he goes?
Yes.
He doesn't like
Yes.
scores.
I'm not a big fan of.
Then don't come.
You don't
like
have to
this.
be there.
You guys
Yeah,
can.
right.
You guys can have it in my
Can we do
honor.
without you?
Yeah.
It's not.
What does he have against scores?
No, I'm just not a big fan of strip joints. I
Really?
been there, done that when I was 18. Yeah, it's not my thing.
Maybe because there's too many girls?
No, maybe just because I don't get much out of it. I don't get to take them home and do what I'd really like to do with naked women. So what's the point?
All right. It frustrates you.
No, it doesn't frustrate me. I would
Get angry. You want to rape after you go there.
no.
Is that what you're saying?
No.
I want to rape.
No,
It's rape time.
no, that's not it. I when I see naked women, I want to take them home and have sex with them.
Right.
And
Yeah,
it's
well,
not about
Well,
rape.
that's what everybody
Welcome to
in
the club.
Yeah,
the room
but
would
see,
say.
I don't give my money to naked women. I take my money and do other things with it.
Well,
so.
this
By
party,
canvas.
Yeah, that kind of stuff got you into trouble.
We have funny money when Howard has a score.
Yeah, this party won't
Well,
cost you a nickel.
That's fine. It's just not my choice. I
Can
don't.
we have one in your honor? then?
I have a girlfriend and I choose not to go to strip.
Are you
clubs.
looking forward to the office beauty pageant? Have you heard about it?
You know, let me tell you, I've seen some
Dude,
of
there's
these
some
things
scary
on
stuff going on out in that hall.
What do you mean?
You
People
have,
look real scary.
that's what I'm telling you.
Tom, if Cabby goes to prison
Yes.
tomorrow,
Yeah.
Positive mental attitude.
okay, we're all praying for
Okay, then stop saying if
All right.
Cabby goes
So
to prison.
let him ask the question.
you. All right, go ahead.
All right, let's say
you asked the
when.
question?
Oh, I thought you were going to answer the question. I'm not sure there is a question. If Cabby is sentenced tomorrow
Yeah.
and sent to prison immediately
Yes.
without any time to put his affairs in order, not that he has affairs. He has to store his canvases. But
And his paints.
how will you react? What will you do in terms of filling the Cabby air shift What will happen here at the station?
Well, I'll have to fill a shift immediately, and I'd be very sad. I hope it doesn't happen.
Who will get it? Demos?
No, Tom, this is perfect for the Artie party. I've been pitching this.
The Artie show.
The Artie party.
What do you think?
I think we'll play Best of Cabby.
I see.
See? And there is some best ofs.
I want to say something on a serious note.
All right.
I adore you. You're a very, very nice guy. You have problems. I know that.
Thank you.
But
You're not a good painter.
But he is a good guy and has come to be a friend. And I'm hoping that you do not go to prison.
But should you?
But with your personality and what this judge has probably seen.
You're that rare combination of a great person and an awful
Got
painter.
a good judge, actually. Judge,
Great
the
person,
judge
awful
is.
painter.
Say something nice
Judy.
about the you wish, Judge.
No, the judge is.
You got a nice ass, Judge.
Have you seen
Stop.
the judge since you straightened yourself out?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Maybe he's had time to
Good,
make a
good judge.
positive impression.
Did you make a painting for the judge?
No.
Yeah, well.
That's a good move.
Maybe
That-
I'll
that
give
was
him your
smart.
painting.
No.
Maybe he's a
don't.
big fan of
Don't.
art.
Don't give him a painting.
Please.
May I say something?
Go ahead.
I hope, for the public record, that the judge sees the good Cabby, understands how tortured he has been, and sees what he's trying to do with his life.
Do you
Realize
think...
that Cabby has already paid a price.
Oh, yes. We all have.
Yeah, about $18 for a canvas.
Do you think that Cabby is truly a changed man? If the judge lets him off and lets him prove himself out in the free world, do you believe that Cabby will go back to his old ways, or he has
is
truly
straight on,
learned
straight
his
and
lesson,
narrow?
Tom? You would know.
I hope, and all I can do is hope. I hope that this was that he hit the bottom. I actually wrote a letter for him.
Well, he
And I think
bounces
hit the
off the bottom a lot.
And I think this was hopefully the ultimate bottom from which he's raising himself.
Yeah.
Well, Howard,
Did
Let
you
me
hit?
ask
Did you
something.
really hit rock bottom, Cabby?
Yeah, there is no more bottom. It's death after this. It's the bottom. That was the
This is
bottom. Yeah, that was the bottom.
You're not going to go back to your old ways.
Never. No
What?
matter. They say never, but the bottom. Dude, I had a gun to my head, literally.
All right.
Let me ask you something, though. Is there any way that people can say something
Right.
on your behalf before the sentencing?
Well, I kind of asked a couple people in my life to write letters, but they
Like
didn't
who?
seem that it was.
I said
Howard.
no. I am not writing a letter.
Is anybody showing up live to speak on your behalf?
We didn't think that was.
Yeah, you know what? It becomes a circus.
No,
Yeah,
no,
you
no,
don't
no.
want-
I'm
you-
talking
and
about
it-
Tom maybe going
No,
and saying.
and-
Yeah, I'd go.
That isn't what she.
And a letter from me was going to turn it into a more of a circus.
Right, I agree. That would have been a bad move.
It was either me or Yucko the clown
Hey, Kitty!
trying to save this guy from himself.
Yeah.
What is it, Dominic?
What happens tomorrow is he doesn't necessarily go in. After they sentence him, they give him a date to go to a certain facility. He has a guideline which the judge can either deviate from or follow. And the issues are going to be that, yes, he's rehabilitated, yes, he's helping himself, but it goes back to the period of time when the crime was committed. That's what's unfortunate about sentencing, because often you're doing great now, especially like a drug dealer. Some guy dealt drug for 5 years. Now he gets arrested 3 years later, gets sentenced, and he's already cleaned his act up, but unfortunately it goes back to the original sentence. Now, can I make a suggestion for a moment?
Sure.
Let's do an under and over. I say 6 months.
Oh, you.
6 months under over.
Okay, Dominic.
I'm
That
not.
ain't-
I'm not a drug dealer, though.
No, of course not. You did what we call a minor white-collar issue.
And by the way, Dominic ruined the show yesterday by calling in about those guys. I've received more letters from lawyers saying Dominic was 100% wrong.
Oh, really?
And I got a letter from the U.S. attorney, an assistant U.S. attorney who faxed me the law, who said absolutely it's a violation of the law. He
Right.
faxed it to my office last night.
All right, wait a second. I mean, I don't know who's right, but here it is. Dominic is dead wrong. This is from an attorney. The website is offering movies of the sex with a blindfolded girl to its paying members, which is perfectly legal. Separate from that, both members and non-members are welcome to enter a contest to be chosen to be hired as actors in a movie, which is perfectly legal. You don't have
That's
to.
from the lawyer for the website.
No,
you win a
it's
lottery
not.
to win sex. You can't do it.
You don't have to pay for the sex or even for a chance to be chosen to have the sex. The website is merely offering a job to the lucky ones
Right.
it chooses.
It's not a lottery to win sex. It's a lottery to get a job.
Okay.
But how they
Then
determine
I
is
will
a lot.
see what happens in
All
the
right.
next few months.
I mean, listen, I
I
either
hope
way,
nothing happens to them. What do I want to hurt their business for? I don't care.
I don't care either.
You can't use a lottery for sex in the United States, period, especially interstate. But back to Cabby. The under and over is 6 months.
Why do you think I'm going to go to jail, Dominic?
I'll go under.
Well, I just think that because on all of these type cases of yours, like even the guys that sign the baseball cards and they've lived a good life and they would fail to report some income, all of them, they do something now. They give some sort of sentence, as unfair as I think it is sometimes. You know, all these athletes, the baseball cards, the tax evasion on minor things.
But how many taxes could Cabby have evaded?
I'm not sure they don't owe him money.
You know what? Somebody said to me the other day, just remember, Martha Stewart went to jail for, what was it, 40 grand?
But she lied.
But she lied.
It wasn't for the 40 grand.
Right, no, I got
she
lying.
lied.
She lied
in the
about
investigation.
Right, she lied about
It's just like Little Kim. She lied.
Well, I think Cabby's recovery is going to be very, very important. That's a factor. His admission of guilt is a factor. It actually works on a point system.
Really?
Your crime is a certain amount of points, although this has been somewhat declared unconstitutional. The judges really still use it. The crime is an amount of points, then you take points off of your past good behavior, your admission of guilt, then they add points on if it's a lot of money involved, if you were a principal. He's none of those.
Right.
So I kind of think if I had to guess, Cabby, are your guidelines like 6 months to 20 months right now?
Yes.
I'm not sure.
I'm saying yes.
No, I think something,
I'm not really
but I hope
commenting
not.
on
I
any
really
of that.
sincerely hope nothing happens because I know you're really trying desperately.
Well, I think in the real world, if he wasn't, I don't know. I don't know the case.
I
but
think what Cabby will get is, what do they call it when they give you a sentence?
Suspended.
But they
no, they don't do
set
that
it
in federal
aside.
court anymore, really suspend
Oh,
the
really?
sentence. What they could give him is home detention.
Oh.
They could give him a pure probation sentence.
Uh-huh.
Those are things that they can do.
You get
Some
contact-
That's
judges
what I see,
actually
probation.
adjourn the sentence.
I think this whole
When
thing.
it's all said and done, it's out of my hands.
I think this whole process has taught him a lesson, though, and I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that he's probably learned his lesson.
It's going to teach a lot of people a lesson too, because, like I said, it's all bigger than me. You know.
And a letter from Howard would have been terrible.
Of course, I never would have done it to him.
Because it would have made it a celebrity event.
Right.
And that's when
But
a judge
no one would
says
have
the
seen the
world's
letter.
looking at me.
that stuff all comes out inevitably.
That's right.
That'll get in the newspaper.
But it would have came out
Well,
after
don't
the
worry. I
fact.
told him that.
Whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the only person to speak, Cabby, is you. To the judge saying, look, my life was messed up and I'm sorry. Look how I'm trying to improve it. And your judge says 2 or 3 words and that's it.
Word.
Yeah,
All right.
listen, I once had a client who actually mailed a bomb. And this is pre-9/11. Through the airlines, passengers were on the plane. The guidelines were 26 years. And the judge gave him 1 year based upon his cooperation and his changing his life. So it's really in God's hand, you're right. And I wish you a lot
Can
of
we
luck.
get that guy put in jail now?
Yeah, really. I don't like that they only
I don't
gave
like
him
that.
1 year.
Well, it happens. But I really wish you good luck tomorrow.
Thanks, man.
And I'm going to say a little prayer for you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you, Dominic. And can you imagine? Dominic speaks directly to God, so
Right.
you're getting a prayer from him.
Was Dominic in the bathroom when you called?
Exactly. I think he was on the bidet.
He's appearing in Carnegie Hall. All right, look, I got to take a break, Tom. You've gone on
you
long
have
enough.
to.
Cabby, I'm going to frame your picture here in the studio.
You are. You're not going to throw it away.
No, I don't know.
And
I'm-
honestly,
If you-
look
the
at me in the
judges-
eyes.
yeah.
That was not BS. That was really from
No,
my heart.
It's not from your heart. It's not. I
Don't
know.
be a dick.
No, I'm not being
You
a dick.
don't know,
me.
Howard. You don't know
insult
what's in
me.
his heart.
I
That's
know.
what is in his heart.
That was not a real effort. If you were 5 years old, I'd say that was a
Don't
real
make me
effort.
twist Ronnie's head off.
Go ahead. Fight him right now. He's ready.
You want to box, Ronnie? I'm 50 pounds
Whatever we have
lighter.
to do,
I'm
man.
50 pounds lighter, and I'm more at peace with myself.
If I got to die for the cause here, you know I will.
Die for the cause.
You know that, right?
There you go. That's my man right there.
Die for the cause.
That's the cause.
All right, we're going to take a break.
Hey, don't forget to listen to the Cabby Show, 2 a.m. to 6 a.m.
And you'll be on, don't worry.
Yeah, we'll see if you're on. If
listen
you
to
are
Art.
convicted today, is it today or tomorrow?
I pled guilty.
Okay,
There's
if
no,
you-
it's
if
not
you
about
are-
conviction.
Tomorrow. If you are
Sentencing
sentenced
is what-
tomorrow.
There is no conviction. I'm pled guilty.
So let's say the judge gives you a day to get your affairs in order. Will you come and do the show that night?
I'm
gotta
not on the
say
schedule.
goodbye.
I'm not on the schedule till Monday.
Okay.
You're going to get probation.
You know what, Howard? I live, and it's one day at a time, man. It's just the way it is for now.
Let me ask you one last question.
Yeah, yeah.
And I got to get to a break.
All right.
Do you live one day at a time now?
I really do.
All right, okay. We have to
Howard.
take a break. Yes.
Don't forget to go see Queens of the Stone Age tonight and go buy their record.
All right, Cabby.
Lullabies to
His
Paralyze.
last words before going to prison.
Even on the eve of what could be terrible, he's still selling.
That's what I do, man.
Good for you.
It's ice to Eskimos, baby. Bibles to Jesus.
By the way, Tom, as long as I have you, I heard a rumor. I read a rumor.
What?
That when I leave,
Yes.
the station is changing formats.
Really?
That's-
To what?
What's the rumor here? I need to know this.
To the new format, Jack, or
What's Jack?
in radio now they name formats. There's a Bob, a Bill, a Jack.
Yeah,
There was an Al.
So we're going to
What's
Jack?
a Jack?
They said that the rock format, the new rock format, has been changing all over the country. WHFS in Washington, a legendary station, just changed.
They're Spanish.
Yeah, they're Hispanic.
They're Spanish now.
Right.
And there was a couple others they named, and then they said in the article there is even a rumor that when Howard Stern leaves, that the entire format is changing here at the radio station.
What's Jack?
I don't know.
Jack
Yeah.
is kind of it's somewhat freeform actually, but it's a lot of songs.
Is that active rock? Like the no?
It is rock, though.
But it's rock.
But they didn't say Jack. They just said it could be any format.
So I can have tattoos and long hair and still maybe have a job?
No, it could even be dance.
Oh,
Who knows?
I can dance.
Tom, what is your statement on that?
My statement is I have no statement.
Why?
Well, because it's 9 months away,
Go ahead.
and there's no plan to change the station on January 106.
So you deny the rumor then?
I do.
He
that
denies that it's changing on January 106.
You deny that it's changing January 106.
Yes, I do.
Interesting.
January
It could be
306.
changing any other
It
time.
could be changing January 2.
You said.
I read that.
Oh, and if you read it, it must be true.
I'm not saying it. I'm asking you for a
And I'm
statement, and
telling
your
you that-
statement
and
is
I'm telling
very
you that
cryptic.
No, I'm telling you that statement is not true. That there is no plan afoot to do that.
I've been lobbying for the morning slot here.
Well, why not? Sure.
After you leave.
Listen, do a show from prison. That'd be fabulous.
No, just for when you leave. I've been telling them that I should.
Well,
sit.
why not?
Why not? Right?
Why not?
Why not? What the hell? What they got to lose?
After looking at that artwork, you should be on the air.
What?
'Cause I
come
can't
on,
paint.
What is it, Joe?
Hey, good morning, Howard.
Yes.
This is
Quickly.
let's just say I'm Joe, all right?
Yeah.
I'm one of the cops that arrested Cabbie, and while I had him locked up, I was over there banging his girlfriend.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is Hanson from the 6-1. You know me.
Oh, wow.
That's
Well,
right.
this
I
guy's
got the
claiming-
gay,
Kind of funny because I
yeah, I got
didn't
that
actually.
gay partner, Walsh, that you like to bang.
I think
didn't
this
get
is,
arrested.
I think this is Sean, the white rapper.
you got me, Dick.
I know. All right. He's
Yeah.
making a joke. That
The
he,
least
At your
most
expense.
least talented guy in the world.
He is saying that when he was making a joke. When you were in rehab, he had sex with your girlfriend.
Oh,
He's
that-
trying to get under your skin.
But see, it doesn't get under my skin because you know what?
Are you worried when you go to, if you do go to jail? And I don't think you will.
restraint of pen and tongue. I don't.
Are you
I
worried?
don't feed into people's crap anymore.
Are you worried about your girlfriend being out on
Will
the...
she be there?
Will she be there
Yeah.
visiting you in prison?
Conjugal.
Yeah.
Will she have conjugal...
I don't know that there is
Will
such
she
a
press
thing.
her
But
breasts against the glass?
no, but I'm hoping Tom comes and does that.
I'm hoping you made her a painting, at least.
Yeah, I painted her a lot of stuff.
I can't wait to discuss my art.
And you know what? And you know what? She didn't insult me when I painted and gave it to her and told me it
I'm
was
not your
fake.
girlfriend, bro.
Yeah, you are.
Let's not confuse that.
You can. You could be in about 5 minutes. If
She
I
held
wanted
her
that.
Snickers until she got out of earshot.
All right, we're going to take a break. Cabby's getting into that weird cabbie area where he's saying, I would be his girlfriend if there were no laws.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a
If
break.
anarchy reigned, you would be my girlfriend.
All right,
You know
we're gonna-
this, right?
Thank you.
How's your mouth?
Hey, can we take a break?
I'm trying desperately.
Right.
How's
Can
your
we
mouth?
talk about Cezanne's apples and pears?
We'll be back right after these words.
Gary Garver with Sybil Shepherd.
How you doing, Ms. Shepherd?
Hi, good.
Do you think the death of John Ritter will cast a shadow on this year's awards?
It certainly will cast a shadow for me. I love John Ritter. That was one of my favorite shows on television. That and Lucille Ball.
Who will we support for president?
John Kerry.
Are you for gay marriage?
Absolutely.
Are you upset by Clear Channel's suspension of Howard Stern?
No, I hate him. I can't stand him.
Can't stand Howard?
No, except that he does make...
Been waiting for, at least the moment I've been waiting for. This is going to be good. We're going to do, in honor of the TV show The Office, they said, hey, we'll give you $5,000 if you do something with your office. I said, okay. Give the guys a chance to make some money. So I was talking to Fred, and Fred said, we got to put them in a beauty pageant and make them pretty girls. We got 7 guys from The Office. I want to introduce you to the judges first. First of all, one of the greatest guys on the planet, a man who everyone loves, Dana. No.
That's so shady.
Dana is someone I've known for years. Dana, you look more beautiful than ever.
Thank you, honey. I'm on my way.
Dana got breasts.
I did.
You got breasts.
them.
John, you like
John
her.
is in love with her.
I
I'll
kind
tell you
of.
right now, it's like 8 in the morning. I'm digging her.
I kind of have a crush on him too.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Dana-
I mean, how could I not like him? He's 6'8".
Are you still anatomically a man?
Do we have to get into that?
Yes.
Okay, you know what? Let me just say it. I am a proud pre-op transsexual.
Oh, okay.
Are you going to
And
get the operation?
I'm also functional.
Yeah. And are you going to have an operation?
It depends on what man I meet.
Right. Well, Big John wants you to have the operation, I think.
I'm really right now. I'm just concerned with some facial work. I want to do some cranial feminization.
Right.
And my doctor who did my breasts.
I'll see you in the bathroom in about 10 minutes. I'll give you some cranium.
Oh, honey.
By the way,
you are digging her.
but she does look good. Dana looks better than I've ever seen.
Yeah. Thank you, but I really.
You're more womanly than ever.
Thank you, but I really.
Stand up and model your outfit for Robin. She needs to see how womanly you look.
Whoa.
It's not like you're looking at you're looking at. You're really. How good is Dana look?
Okay,
Model
look at
of
you,
it.
girl. You got it going on.
Got some body, right?
Wow.
Definitely got it going on.
I can't believe there's a wiener in there. I cannot believe it.
Oh, come on, darling.
Let me see that.
Let's. She's my kitty.
All right. Anyway, your breasts. I'm very shocked how good they look.
Oh my God, they're so good.
Let me see them.
No.
Why you don't show? You're like a girl. You won't show your breasts.
Hey, come on, you're my girl now. Show
Maybe if you would sponsor me for some cranial feminization.
What do you want to do to your cranial?
Okay, listen, honey. This is the thing. The doctor who did my breast and my trach is amazing. He's the best in the world. Girls, transsexuals from all around the world go to him, and he wants to shave my entire forehead, brow bone, jaw, and chin down. Basically, making.
Wouldn't that hurt?
Of course it would hurt, but
and you don't care.
No. What's a month of pain for like a lifetime of happiness? And
you want to shave down your cranium?
Yes, and he's the best. He took cranial X-rays.
You don't need to do that. You look fine.
No, I want it.
I got a question though.
Help me! It's $42,000. I have no shot.
Dana, you're my bitch. You don't need that. Baby.
He wants 42. No, honey.
What'd you say, Johnny?
I said she's my bitch. You don't need that.
Oh,
all right.
I'm in love.
I got a question for Dana because this is you have two things that you need to. One thing that you definitely need to do, which is to become functional. The other thing is your cranium. But why wouldn't you go for the functionality first?
I have issues with my face. I just want to improve my look. I want to get to the top level, and it's just going to make me a lot complete and happier. After
You're not
that,
really interested in going all the way with that,
I can't really say that I am, to be honest with you. I think the future of transsexuality is to be very proud about being pre-op. And, hello, thank you. And you know what? To be honest with you, the majority of men, which are a lot, that love transsexuals, they prefer a pre-op.
Really?
Yes.
Big John, this is shocking to me. You seem to be in love. You work at Big John is our other judge, by the way. He works at Scores. He's a great guy.
He's so sexy. I'm going to go to Scores now.
He's with tons of chicks all the time.
I can imagine. He probably gets laid all the time.
She had me at hello until she said the pre-op. If she has the op, then we could be a couple.
Like I said,
come on, baby, you got to meet me halfway there.
Oh, wait a minute, Big John. Would you let Dana use her hand on you?
She can use whatever she wants on me.
That's the answer.
See?
That makes me happy.
I'm very surprised. Big John's very open to it.
Coming on to her.
I have nice
I'm open
hands,
to everything, you know what I mean?
You're really
Nice
attractive.
hands.
Look at her hands.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ,
They're pretty
I love
long
you.
fingers.
Yes.
You're attracted to Big John.
Everything's really long on me.
Yeah, and Big John. Everything's long on her.
Let's get the op.
Big.
Let's get the op, please. Let's get the formalities out of the way here.
John, I'm surprised. You're really into this whole situation.
Hey, listen, I've been with 1,000 girls in my life. But you know what? I can't lie. I'm digging on her right now.
She looks good.
Yeah, she looks good.
That's so
I saw her in the green room. I'm like this. You got to be kidding me right now.
Sweet. I love that.
You really want one guy to erase that 1,000 women?
I want to equal out the whole field. I'll tell you that right now.
Daddy, you dress like a very sexy woman. You got a low-cut top. The boobs have got to make you feel great now.
I love them. They're my favorite. I play with them all the time.
Right. And what about your shoes? What are you wearing for shoes?
I have a little stiletto sandal on.
Yeah. See? Knows how to dress like a girl.
And I have really nice feet.
Yes,
right.
you do.
Very feminine. I have a great arch. Really high.
Dana, when you meet a guy, like you were telling us you met a guy in Egypt this summer.
Yes.
When you meet a guy, at what point
do
you spill the beans?
The thing about Egypt is that they have no clue about transsexuality.
Al-Qaeda.
They have no clue. So, he was asking to marry me and have kids.
Wow.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah, it was kind of scary. And
you went to Egypt.
I went to Israel first.
You went to Israel, then you met a guy in Egypt.
Well, I said, since I'm in Israel, it was such a beautiful country, and I was so close to Egypt, and I said, I always wanted to go to Egypt, so I went. But all my Israeli friends said, look, if you go to Egypt, do not say you're transsexual.
Right.
They will stone you,
right.
You will die.
Right.
And
weren't you afraid? I mean, what if they figured it out?
You know, I have such a passion for travel, and I've always wanted to go to Egypt. I thought, this is the time to do it. It's only an hour away.
Tell the truth, baby. You got a passion for stoning.
Only if it's from you, honey.
Yes, baby.
Only if you throw that.
Somebody give me a brick, please.
Can I tell you that I'm feeling his leg right now, and it is hard as a rock.
And John's not moving. Like, John's not moving.
Where am I going?
He's amazing.
I'm here, guys. I'm not moving.
John, you got away with the ladies. Or almost ladies.
Honey,
I'll tell you, I'm smooth as sandpaper right now.
Right.
Listen,
He's your type, Big John?
But let me clear something up. I am a lady. I consider myself a pre-op transsexual woman. I'm a woman. I live as a woman. You know, like I said, I just want to get my face done, and then we'll talk post-op.
But wait a second. When you met the guy in Egypt who wanted to marry you, like at some point, did you ever say,
no,
listen, there's some things you need to know?
I did. Did
you have sex with the guy in Egypt?
No. I didn't have sex with him.
Because if he took off your pants, he would have stoned you.
You know, I had a bikini on when I met him.
Really?
Yeah, I was at the pool in a bikini. And
no kidding.
Yeah.
How do you look in a bikini?
I look great in a bikini.
I bet you do.
Yeah, I have a great ass.
Let me see your ass.
No.
Come on.
Hey, listen.
No, I'm not.
You're my girl here. Show your ass.
John wants you to.
Come on, honey.
I'll show John later privately.
Why won't you show me your ass?
I'll just show, I'll just be in a thong for him and heels.
You're into him, boy.
Yeah, I love heels and a thong. It's such a great look.
We have a connection here.
But listen, in Egypt, back to Egypt really quick. So I had to avoid the fact that I was transsexual for the first time in my life, which was really weird, but I was scared for my life, so I did it.
Right.
And then
do it.
And then, we had that'd do it.
Yes.
So then we had a really nice romantic time for a couple days, and then I said, look, I have to go back to Israel. And he said, no, come to Cairo. I said, no, I'm going to go back to Israel. I went to Israel. And then when I got back to New York, a couple months later, he called. He said, I'm in New York. I want to see you.
Oh, so that's when you told him.
I said, listen, before I see you, I have to tell you that I'm transsexual and I'm also pre-op. And I'm thinking perhaps in the future sex change, but right now I don't have one. And he said, what are you talking about? He said, what is transsexual? It was that bad. So I said, I said, I have to go now.
That was it. You didn't talk to him.
Yeah.
He was walking all over New York going, what's a transsexual?
Yeah. He said, I'll call you back later. Bye-bye.
Well, I'm sorry the romance had
That's okay. That's
well,
fine.
Big John knows what you are, and he doesn't seem to be all that disturbed by it.
I got no qualms, honey. I love you. I'm not from Egypt either. I love you.
Let me tell you something. You are such a
I don't know about a kiss, but
well, not in front of everyone.
Yes, exactly.
You know what?
a
lady.
I'm very romantic.
Exactly.
I like to do things behind the scenes.
I'm very romantic too. This is the type of guy that needs to be treated like a king.
Whoa.
He needs after work. Okay.
Go ahead.
A huge meal cooked for him.
Pedicure.
Yes. Waiting for him.
Yes.
Then he needs to be fed.
Ooh.
Then he needs a really deep, hard massage.
Whoa.
Then he might need a vagina.
From head to toe. No, I don't do vagina.
I got to tell you, I never met a woman who would do that for me.
No vagina.
So you would give him a massage?
And at the end of that, I want a pedicure.
Yeah, a massage head to toe.
And then when he needs
Do you treat your men like
yes, like kings.
In a way, you're overly feminine. Like
I love to clean in lingerie, like stockings and a garter, and like clean the man's house.
She's perfect, except for
I love it. Yeah.
You do clean a man's house, yours.
I'm not a man.
Artie, try to be sensitive.
Artie, stop talking about my girl like that, Artie.
The woman that she is.
Artie, that's my girl.
Are you going to end up having sex with Dana?
Artie,
I don't know. You know what? It's like 10 after 8 o'clock. You know what? After this, I might. What do you know?
Okay, can we...
Somebody get me a shot, a really big shot.
He needs to be drunk.
Robin, can I get a shot, Robin?
Listen, let me tell you something. Not only physically is this man beautiful, but
wow, a romance.
but also his inside.
You can see
shining.
Heart of gold, yes.
Dana.
Heart of gold.
It's 8:10.
Somebody's in love.
It's 8:10. You met him at 7:40.
I know. I am a very.
She's got me down pat, guy. I'm sorry.
I'm a very good
I got a
judge
heart
of
of gold.
character. I'm a very good judge of character.
She saw right through me.
Honey, I'm a very good judge of
Well, you
character,
happen to
and
be
this
right.
is a nice man. He's
Yeah.
a very good man. I can feel the karma.
And he's
in the
very
aura.
powerful, man.
Yeah, well, that's, honey, that
I've
goes
seen him
without
throw out
saying.
drunks.
Here we go.
Hey, take a
You
shot.
know what, honey? I love you. Come here.
What is that you
But
drink?
Oh, tequila. Everything's all right.
Howard,
Thank you, baby. I love
really
you.
quick.
Dan and John is having a shot.
That's hot. I love a man that. No, thank you, darling.
She don't need to be drunk. You do.
That's okay. You know, I'm
All right, so how
that
can we
went down
help you
good.
with your
Listen,
surgery?
I'm saving as much as I can. He wants $42,000.
How far have you
I
gotten?
know. I have $6,000.
Oh, you
saved.
got a long way to go.
I know, but it's crucial that I do it. I have to do it. I feel like if I don't do it,
How about I kick in 500 from what? What is this?
Well, you know, perhaps
Sin City, the movie event of the
Oh
year.
my God, I would love if you could kick in 500, of course, and perhaps you have some really nice, amazing listeners that have a lot of shekel, which is money in Hebrew, and they could perhaps make a donation towards me.
Wow, all right. Well,
a few
there it
people
is.
could
There's
do
the
that,
phone.
I would
Put it
be
out
so
there.
happy.
There's the phone ringing already.
Oh my God, I just want to look better for everyone and myself.
Will you,
And for this
if the
man next
listeners
to me.
donate, will you come in and reveal yourself nude?
I would love to do a whole swan thing. You know, like you could do the before shots now, and then in a couple months I can come back and you can completely see my new look.
Well,
And that way I can be completely sexy and feel.
Or if the Egyptian is listening, give $36,000. Why not?
Right.
Dana's got one more thing going on too, Howard. I think she's got a little bit of a beef with CBS.
What?
Oh,
CBS.
yes, I have to tell you. I'm glad you brought that up. Thank you. You know, a couple months ago, me and my best friend, which is also transsexual,
Yes.
we made a videotape and we sent it to The Amazing Race.
Okay.
And we did a kind of Charlie's Angels in the park. And we were running and matching jogging suits.
Hold on for a second.
Really sexy.
John has to take another
Sexy.
shot.
Keep going, baby.
High heels. It was hot. So we sent it to the show. The next day they called us and said, "Oh my God, you two are incredible. We're flying you to LA." So we got on the plane. We went to LA for a week long. We were sequestered in a hotel. Thank God the hotel had a lot of pilots in it. It happened to be a hotel where all the pilots stayed. It was near the airport.
Would you walk around the hotel dressed all sexy,
Well,
and then guys hit on you, and then you tell them you're a dude?
You know, it's not really about saying anything. It's just about letting things work out. I think.
Did you cheat on me?
No, I didn't. I was sequestered to the room. I couldn't. The only time
Okay. I don't want to hear this. I don't want to knock out a pilot in like
no,
Delta or something.
honey, I met a few pilots like on the way to the gym. But
Hey, John, take another shot of tequila. You can marry him.
listen, Big
We're
John.
getting engaged tonight, sweetheart.
Big John is
Or
real.
today, whatever.
Big
it
John's
is.
drinking a
Is
lot.
Big John single?
Yeah.
Yes, of course he is.
I'm single at this point. Yeah, I'm single right now.
But there must have been so many. There must be so many girls chasing you.
Oh, yeah.
They chase, but you know.
I'm sure he's
all
so
about you,
selective.
sweetheart. I'm all about you.
See,
It's all about
you're
you
so
right
sweet. But you know what? If I got facial surgery, he'd be so much happier.
Oh.
It'd be better for him and me and the rest of the world.
Somebody out there,
Listen,
please give him 36 grand.
So after
John, you can't help around.
All right, well, I'm kicking in $500 cash. You're qualified to win a trip to Sin City of your choice, courtesy of Sin City, the movie event of the year that everyone will be talking about. Sin City in theaters Friday, April 1st. Now, Danny, you are going to be a judge today.
Okay.
All right. And Big John, yeah, I fear that you're getting so drunk that you and Dan are going to end up making love.
I'm actually sober right now, but you know what? This tequila's starting to kick in.
What is wrong with making love?
Nothing. I'm just not sure what you
I
do.
don't understand,
Can I tell you
Robin.
right now? I want a threesome between me. I want a threesome.
So bad.
I want a threesome. Me,
Robin,
Dana,
you
and
look
Robin.
gorgeous.
Howard, you know what? There's such chemistry on the couch. It's almost
Yeah, it
scary.
really is.
Yeah, you two can barely keep your hands on
Yeah, me and Gary, right? Yeah, me and Gary.
You know, if he got a taste of the woman I am, he'd be so happy. I would take care of him like a king. He'd be so happy.
Wow. Big
That
John,
guy
would you
took my
bring...
Viagra.
Honey, he needs his laundry done, cleaning, cooking, massages.
Yeah, forget the sex. Just
And
cleaning
honey,
the house.
super, super, super desperate housewife sexy all the time.
Wow,
it's never
that's hot.
about kicking the heels off. It's always about keeping them on, even in bed.
That's hot.
Wow.
I think it's hot too. I totally get off on that.
All right.
It's
Well,
all
more
about
women
being
should...
a transsexual woman, honey. It's all about the being,
Yeah, sausage.
Oh, yeah.
Rich, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hey, Big John.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, bro. You're a homo. You're a faggot. Okay? And
Hey, listen, you faggot. Come here,
You're
I'll break your
faggot,
face.
you big faggot. I see you in court, I'll punch you in the face, you big faggot.
Yeah, you will.
How could you give $500 to that thing? If she wants her
stop.
face
That's
worked
my
out,
friend
I'll come in
over
there. I'll
there.
cut it off with a chainsaw.
What's the
That
matter?
thing is disgusting.
Cut it off with a chainsaw.
Don't fight till you try it, you hot
There's a guy who wants to cut your wiener off with a chainsaw.
Her face. Not
I'll protect you, sweetheart. Don't worry about it.
Hey, Big John.
Yeah.
There's not enough alcohol in New York to make me look that way. What are you thinking, Johnny?
Listen, it's like a quarter after 8 o'clock, you know what I'm saying?
No, they don't know what you're saying.
No, they do. Anybody that calls right now knows what I'm saying right now.
Get the op, the guy.
Big John, you are, of course, the guy over there at Scores.
Yes, I
You
am.
and Lonnie, I always go over and see you. You run a great establishment. You know I love it over there.
We'd love to have you there, Howard.
All right, now it's time to turn to two of you and ask you to judge our beauty pageant.
Let's do this, yes.
This is the Office Beauty Pageant. Today is a special day.
The guys have been working almost 24 hours.
Just tell me who the prettiest girl is, and that pretty girl gets $5,000.
Can we interview them a little bit?
Perhaps.
Okay.
All right. Our first contestant, I believe, is Dan, the song parody man. Dan has been working for us, I don't know, a couple of months now, and he is dressed as a pretty girl. Huh?
How you doing today? I'm here. That's a good start.
First time it's serious, right?
Yeah, it's my first time.
It's been a while
Oh my
since
God,
you've been
look
on.
at these.
The famous cupcakes.
They're famous, but
Take one if you want. They're
maybe
good.
a little too famous for me. I think they're too
They're
famous.
excellent.
I think they're just too damn famous for me. Wow, this is cool.
So
I haven't
excited
been
to be here?
Yeah, I haven't been here. I haven't been on this location. I haven't even been on Howard's show.
It's been a while,
except
right?
for on the phone.
Yeah. So right in here.
Yeah. I go in here. Is this my spot?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
So what are you going to be talking about today? Your new movie?
My new movie, yeah, Angels and Demons. I hope. But you never
Hope it's
know.
one of the things to talk about.
You never know with Howard what you're going to talk about.
It's true. Anything can come up.
Anything can, and usually does. But yeah, Angels and Demons, which opens. Today's Wednesday.
Yes, it is.
Friday. It opens Friday. So that'll be great.
All right. So hang tight, and we'll see you in a little bit.
You bet. You bet.
Ron Howard is one of the most successful directors in America. He's probably the top, I don't know, who are the top 5 directors? Let's ask Ron. Ron, are you the top 5 directors in America? I mean, if we're going to really think about it, I think you are, right?
Well,
who's better than you?
There's some pretty good people out there making good movies all the time. I'm good. How are you? Nice to see you.
Good, thanks.
This is my spot?
Yeah, take a seat anywhere you want.
Great.
Not too many strippers have sat there recently. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine. You're wearing jeans. It's fine. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. You?
You nervous with this movie coming out? Angels and Demons?
I'm kind of excited.
You are?
Well, you know, the Da Vinci Code showed that there's a big audience for, Tom Hanks playing this kind of a character.
By the way, I made a mistake. Da Vinci Code worldwide made $780 million.
760.
And we were just trying to figure out what your take is on that. That's got to be 10%, right?
So I'm really excited about the movie because...
he's going to make another big payday.
Do you get $76 million for that? I mean, I would think that would be fair, that you would get...
I think it would be fair, too.
You don't think... but they don't give you that?
No, it doesn't. Because that's the gross.
Right.
And then...
but your deal is off the gross.
And then there's... Yeah, but well, that's the gross what the theaters bring in. It's about, slightly less than half that is what the studios get.
That's true, right.
Which is probably why you were reducing it. Your business savvy was kicking in. That's why you cut it in half.
Aren't you disgusted that the theater... Let's say you go off and you make a movie for 2 years and you're thinking about this thing and you could make a lot of, you have to choose your movie.
Right.
The theater gets 50% of every dollar. Does that bother you at all?
No.
It doesn't?
No, because, they got to stay in business and,
But don't the studios somehow own some of those theaters and then they end up getting a double dip?
There's always that, but
right.
And the fact is, the way it really works is there's like a ratio. So in the beginning, the first couple of weeks, the studios take a little more than the 50. It just kind of averages out to around 45 or 50%.
I mean, you should get if you make a film that makes $760 million, you should benefit. I mean, you made the film.
I think he benefited.
I benefited.
I think he does benefit.
Do you have to split everything with Brian Grazer?
We've had that partnership for 20-some years. Everything goes into the pot.
50-50 with you, too.
But you know what? 24 goes into the pot, too. And that's, Brian.
Nice.
And Brian produced that.
Oh, yeah.
So anything he produces, you get half of.
Huh?
Anything he produces, you can
Yeah, everything just goes into a pot.
Wow.
You know, I see the name Imagine, which is your film company, your production company. I see your name on everything. Imagine.
Right.
I can't imagine how you guys can be that involved in all of these projects. What do? You farm them out to people? I mean, you can't be that involved in everything.
Well, I mean, it's a company, so we have some great executives,
right?
Karen Kahila and others who who do great work, and executive producers and directors.
Has Imagine had any failures that I don't know about? I mean, it seems like everything's a winner with you.
Well, let's keep it like that. Let's
Are
not
there
delve.
failures?
Of course, we have disappointments.
What is your greatest disappointment?
Who, as a director, maybe?
Okay, what film did you make? I can't even think. What film did you make that didn't do well financially that you think should have been?
Well, I made a Western. With The Missing, with Cate Blanchett and Tommy Lee Jones. I loved this movie, but we really couldn't get people to go see it.
Is that
so
right?
That happens.
The Missing.
Yeah.
It's your worst nightmare. You put in 2 years.
I see everything, and I don't think I saw that.
But I love the movie. I mean, so if you,
did it get good reviews?
Mixed reviews, but it's real glowing. Some loved it. Some didn't like it much at all.
I'm going to rent it.
It's good.
I will watch it.
I personally am really proud of it.
I missed that one. I really did. I mean, I see pretty much everything you do.
Well, we talked about Frost Nixon. You could.
Yeah, I love Frost Nixon.
But are there any that were personal disappointments that you thought, all right, you go into every concept, of course, with great expectations, that you didn't like the final result, that you didn't?
There's, there are always elements of everything that you wish you had another chance to do, and so forth. But I sort of quit talking about it because one time somebody said, "Well, what's your least favorite movie?" And I was talking, and it's a bunch of kids. It was high school students at a class, and I'm talking to them very frankly, very honestly, and I told them, and the look of disappointment because that was their favorite. So once I make them, it's not really up to me. It's people like the ones they like.
You sit and watch these films ever? Do you ever
go back and see them again?
Yeah.
I don't, unless I have to do a DVD 20th anniversary commentary, which I've been around long enough that's starting to come up.
Right, and also you were honored recently. I have the DVD. I haven't watched it yet. There was like a whole commemoration of your career and all the films you've made. Right? There was a whole.
I didn't see that, but I know about it.
Why wouldn't you go back and watch these films? Well, I'd be proud of them.
I am proud of them. If I bump into them or something, and I watch a few scenes, but I saw them a lot. When we made them.
But when you let's say you're laying in bed and you watch TV and Splash comes on or something.
If I catch it in the middle, I'll watch a few scenes.
You will.
When I did we did a commentary for that a while back. I was really proud of it. I thought it worked great. We did a Parenthood one. Now there's going to be a new television series based on Parenthood.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Ka-ching.
Well, thank you.
Wow.
It's the same guy who created Friday Night Lights as a movie. I mean, as a television show for us. And he came to Brian and I and said, I want to do Parenthood, and I want to do this family. And we said, why don't you just invent your own family? He said, well, I love the structure of that family and those characters. And he wrote a fantastic script, and the pilot got picked up.
I mean, if you're not one of the wealthiest guys in Hollywood, then who is? I mean, you've got to be tremendously successful financially. I'm thinking this through. I mean, I started a production company. I used to make these productions. You couldn't get paid.
Right.
But you're able to.
But he manages,
You're able to make a living out of it. I
try to get paid as often as possible.
But how many projects do you consider every year that don't get, not everything gets picked up. Not everything gets a go.
Oh, no. I mean, for me as a director, I'm always developing 5 or 6 things, and I can only do a movie every 18 months.
Right now, do you have 5 movies in mind that you want to make?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
You mean that you're actively developing
will the screenplays come together? Could you ever get the right casting? So it's one thing to have an idea that you're passionate about, but then it's another thing to get it to the next level where you think we can really make a movie that's, going to mean something.
Why have you avoided making a superhero film? You've gone out of your way not to do Spider-Man. You could have been directing.
By the way, I know I said that on an interview a long time ago. I mean, this is not the recent iteration with Sam
Batman,
Raimi.
Spider-Man, and Harry Potter. Even you turned down.
Yeah, well, I did. Yeah.
Were you regretting any of that?
No, because I didn't think I'm not a comic book guy.
You're not.
I did as a kid. I wasn't reading them. I'm not crazy. So
in other words, you had a life
to make those movies.
Actually, we saw his life.
I was working. I was a little busy working.
We saw his life.
I was obsessed with comic books as a kid, but then again, you as a kid, I mean, you were doing some cool stuff. You were on TV.
I was on TV, but the thing is, if you're going to do those movies, you can't be cynical about them, and you can't manufacture them. Right. I think you got to love what you're doing, and that's and I've been fortunate. The movies that I make, the whole array of them, whether it's comedies or How the Grinch, a fantasy like How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Angels and Demons. These are ideas that fascinate me.
Did you see Spider-Man?
Oh yeah.
Did you like it?
I liked it very much. And of course, my daughter Bryce was in the third one.
And I want to ask you about Bryce in a second. But did you see Star Trek, the new one?
Yeah.
State of the art, right?
Liked it very much.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, J.J. Abrams did a fantastic job.
But do you want to do something like that? I know you've done real space movies.
Mm-hmm.
But what about the fantasy movies?
I would, fantasy, and I'm actually working on a couple of sci-fis.
Yeah? Oh, you are?
Yeah.
That would be good.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
J.J. Abrams asked me how his movie was going to do Star Trek. I had seen it, and I said, you're going to make $79 million. And he said, if I get $79 million, I will give you a blowjob, he told me.
And we haven't seen him since.
Turns out he's a bullshitter.
I can't get all of it.
He's one of them Hollywood bullshitters.
Empty promises.
Are people in Hollywood bullshitters? I mean,
really, Ron? Are they?
I think when it comes to blowjobs, just pretty much all the time.
You promised blowjobs and not giving them. Tease. But I'm waiting for it. And I don't. Since he's blowing me, I don't think that's gay. For me, I mean, for him it is. But who knows? I don't know. You figure it out.
79 million. There's no gay, straight. It's all the same. Everybody's having fun.
But
everybody understands.
No, but there are people you've worked with that are horror scenes, right? You've worked on movies that you've absolutely hated working. I think you once said that Val Kilmer was a nightmare to work with.
He was pretty erratic. He had nightmarish days.
Yeah,
there were nightmarish days, and then there were great days because he's talented,
But for an actor to dick around with you is so stupid, because here you are successful. You might use them in every single movie.
That's right. You might make another movie.
What kind of jackass?
I'll tell you
piss
something.
you off?
I don't want to.
Val Kilmer.
Right. Later, I worked with him again on something. But
you did?
Yeah. But the thing is,
Val built a deck at Ron's house.
He's his carpenter.
And he had some real nightmare days.
and he later did he played Jim Morrison. He did The Doors, which is an imagined movie.
Yeah, right.
And look, because I started off as an actor.
Right.
I understand.
You understand these crackpots?
I understand. It's a very emotional
MP was a real
job.
asshole.
And that Barney, oh my God.
There were moments. I'll be honest. There were moments. So I'm sympathetic to all that. And at a certain point, if somebody's making it difficult, I acknowledge that too and try to work through it. But I cast them for a reason, and it's because I want what they can do when the cameras are rolling. And it doesn't matter much,
but
how
Tom
I feel
Hanks
about
doesn't
it.
give you any trouble.
Oh well, Hanks is kind of a
so
dream.
Easy, you see, I might use him in my film.
Tom is unbelievable, and he's got complete integrity about what he does.
He shows up on the set. He knows his lines.
More than that, I mean, it's first of all, it starts with a script, not in some sort of bullying superstar way. He's a great writer himself. He contributes, and he leads by example. Like if you're working out there, we were working in Rome. We were working in Rome. In front
how
of the
long
Pantheon.
do you spend on Angels and Demons? I'm not talking about developing. I mean, how long do you spend shooting this thing?
I guess about 4 months.
4 months.
80-some shooting days.
Okay.
And so we were filming high pressure in Rome.
Right.
We started the movie in Rome.
Right.
And we only had limited amount because it's the summertime. It's tourist season. They probably the Vatican is not thrilled we're there anyway.
Vatican doesn't like you. They feel you're anti-Catholic.
Right. So
why though? I don't get it.
You never read the books.
Yeah, but
why is Ron anti-Catholic?
Because he's making the movies.
Apparently that's.
If you give the Vatican $10 million, they'll look the other way.
Right. Where were you when I was trying to figure this movie out?
In Jersey.
He was in jail.
That's right. You'd have to bail him out to get his.
I had to bribe a priest.
Why? Sir, explain it to the controversy to me with this movie. Why are
well, it's turning out to be not so controversial now that some members of the church have actually started seeing it. We actually got a review from a Catholic publication that said, "Hey, it's fun. It's smart, and it does no damage to the church." 2 nuns. I don't know. It's I don't know, the Ebert and Roper of
Catholic League or something.
I don't know. Reviewed it, and they said it was really great. They really enjoyed it. And they weren't threatened by it.
I don't know if you heard, but they've been defrocked.
They had one criticism for me, about like just the way I shot one of the action scenes. So everybody's a critic.
The
right?
action scene.
Yeah.
The nuns were like, the car chase wasn't believable.
We had to hold it back for PG-13, and so they didn't like that.
So you're excited about this, but nervous. And is there a competition in the family? Your daughter is starring in Terminator.
Well, it doesn't come out for another week.
All right, so you're not the same weekend.
No, not the same weekend.
No, but are you rooting for her?
Of course,
you are.
Of course.
But is there a competition in a sense?
You think he would want to demolish his daughter's film?
Yes, it's Hollywood.
I mean, let me ask you something. This is a tough question. This is very Sophie's choice.
Okay.
If you could wish that your film makes over $100 million,
right,
and is a huge success,
right,
but that would mean your daughter's film has to bomb.
Bomb.
Wow. What would you take? Or yours has to bomb, and her film is great. Who would you choose?
You got me.
Be honest.
I wasn't expecting it. What time is it?
You want your film to succeed over hers. Of course.
Well, I have a profit participation, and she doesn't. So in the global scheme of things,
it's good for the family.
Are you surprised your daughter's career is doing so well?
She worked so hard at it, and could have been great as a kid, but I never would let her. And I have another daughter who's just left NYU, Paige, who had a cool part in
Tisch.
Adventure.
She went to Tisch?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you let your daughter act when she was a kid?
Well,
what's wrong with that?
It's really, you know what? I was lucky. My dad was is still. Matter of fact, he's in Angels and Demons. He plays one of the Cardinals in Angels and Demons. It's very cool. He really was, because he's a freelance actor. He had a lot of time. Two things: he had free time when he wasn't working, and B, he really knew the ropes. And he was a great supervisor to have around the set. He was a great safety net. And Cheryl and I were not feeling like we were willing to dedicate that kind of time. Plus, look, the whole, following in the footsteps of
Dad,
who happened to have been in two, iconographic shows that were, with Opie and Richie and all that. Very hard for a kid to shouldn't have to compete with that.
I agree.
And last but not least, most kids don't really make the transition from childhood into adult. So if you're really serious about it as a lifetime,
a beaver,
you want to start go to school, immerse yourself in it, and then make a career out of it as an adult. Yeah.
Well, do you think that you're angry with your father for putting you in the business at a young age?
I'm so grateful.
You are
grateful beyond words,
but
because it worked out.
Well, he was running around shooting movies at home.
But hold on
anyway.
a second.
I always
wait
loved
a
it.
second.
Right.
All right.
Dr. Stern.
Let
me lie down here.
Go lay down. I don't believe what you're saying. I think he's saying that publicly.
Okay.
What do you think he's doing at home?
I think at home he's on a psychiatrist couch and say, my father, instead of being a father and protecting me, put me in that horrible business. That's what I think.
It worked out so well for me.
You are so turned off to parents who put their kids in acting. You probably don't even like when you have to work with kids on the set and you see these yentas who put their kids in these movies.
Some are great and some aren't. Some are great and some aren't. But I tell you what, it's a lot of work, and you better be responsible about it. And here's what my dad did that was great, and my mom. I never felt that. But
why did they need
career.
to do it? Why did they need to put you in TV and Andy Griffith? Did they need it for their ego? Did they want you to support the family?
How did it happen? Did somebody see you, or did they actually send you out on auditions?
The way it happened was I started working really young. And like at 4, when we were living in New York.
So they took you to places.
Yeah. And well, the way it really started was that my dad was directing summer stock, and I started picking up on the dialogue that the actors were doing because they had no babysitter, and I was hanging around watching. Everybody thought that was adorable, and so I was doing these scenes. And my dad and I would do these scenes for friends, whatever, coming around, and I was pretty good.
Isn't it a miracle that your life ended up not like, Leave It to Beaver's life or...
it's a kind of a miracle.
Eddie Munster. I mean, you really made the transition beautifully.
They point to two people, him and Jodie Foster, the two that sort of made it.
Do you get together with Jodie Foster and say, look how lucky we are?
We haven't done that.
Like
but,
a group?
The group of successful child actors?
Kurt Russell was a pretty successful child actor, too, who I've worked with.
There are a few.
But it's and I look. Here's the thing. I always loved it. So where I think kids run into trouble,
right,
is two ways. One, they don't really learn how to act very well. My dad was an excellent teacher. I was around good people. The environment was good. It was very constructive. I was actually learning how to do something.
Right.
Not just be like a trained animal.
Not a cute.
Now, smile, or now
In other words,
fake
Ron,
tear.
you the kids rely on their cuteness more than the actual acting.
You
Not
always
really
treated
learning
it
how to be in a scene or
as a craft.
And so that was and that was a huge advantage. And the other thing is that I had no ambivalence about it. So most people go through that adolescent period where the work slows down. That happened to me too, and that's just reason enough to be discouraged. And it wasn't for me. In fact, it's one of the reasons I wanted to become a director was because I loved it so much, the whole process, the whole environment, that I didn't want to be sitting around waiting for phones to ring. I wanted to be the catalyst for my own creative life.
Does your daughter ask you for advice, or does she do her own thing?
Does her own thing.
She didn't come to you and say, "I'm thinking of doing Terminator. Dad, what do I do? Do I do this film?"
No, just about never.
That's probably good.
Well, the other thing I noticed about you, though, you didn't raise your children in Hollywood, so you don't have those Hollywood kids.
One of the reasons we moved east, but I'm not sure it has to do with the place. You were asking about Bryce. When we were driving to NYU.
Right.
To do her audition, because if you're auditioning for the Tisch program, you have to come in and do monologues and things like that. Right. So we're driving there, and I seem to be a little more nervous than she is, and I'm saying, "So, did you pick a monologue? Did you?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "Do you want to do it for me just while we're driving?" "No, I don't want to do it." Well, why don't you just do it? Just run through it. You don't want to just go into the room cold. You want to just run through it. "No, I'm not going to do it, Dad." "Well, I'd really like to hear it." No, I got it. "I'm a goddamn top 10 director. I want you to do your monologue for me now."
And she still wouldn't do it. Right?
She still wouldn't do it, and she got accepted.
I understand.
Well, I
that.
respect it. I respected it a lot better after she got in.
Did you secretly think, because it's really hard when it's your daughter, did you secretly think this is a mistake? What is she doing with her life? She doesn't have to do this. She could be happier doing something else.
One of the reasons we left L.A. was that I didn't want any of our 4 kids to feel compelled to go into the business, like it's all they knew. And so they grew up in an environment where they saw that there were a lot of people doing a lot of different things, and still 2 of them fell in love with it.
Did you bring them to the set when they were kids and all that?
Yeah.
That's where they fall in love with it.
Well, yeah, but two not interested at all. And God bless
what's with Bryce? She with a guy? Because
she's married.
Oh, she's married?
Yeah, to Seth Gable.
But he
Very
can't
good actor.
compete with
White
you.
guy?
He can't compete
Seth,
with you.
the black guy.
I've got a few black Seths.
There's very few black Seths. Not that you would have minded, but whatever goes. Whatever
sure,
goes.
she's in love.
Yeah.
Show business is a different thing, though. If you bring your child to your work and that's your work, it's easy to fall in love with. Like, my father always took me to work, but I didn't fall in love with installing antennas.
No.
Why he was in show business, too.
You know?
I think that's the way
I love climbing roofs.
Are you comfortable with Bryce doing nude scenes?
Oh, that man! I'll tell you. Well, thank you.
I'm not. I know you now.
She had to do that at college. They
She
had
was
this experimental.
naked?
Yeah,
That is wrong.
Oh.
Now, let me tell you something. My daughter's a graduate of Tisch, and I'll tell you something. That's not right for the under the
I'll tell you, my
college
dad,
auspices.
I brought my dad to the play.
Was it a male professor?
It was. Yeah, you bet.
That'd be like Professor Howard Stern. Bryce, I need you to get naked for this.
Productions are nude, yes.
Well, this was sort of nonstop. I mean, she had her clothes on for about the first 10 minutes, but it was avant-garde.
Oh, dear.
So anyway, my dad came to see the show.
Right.
And we're watching it, and I didn't realize quite how nude she would be for that period of time. And we're sitting here next to my dad and everything, and it's gratefully there was no intermission, so the show was over. And I turned to him and he said, "You know what? That's courageous, and as an actor, she'll never have to be afraid again." And I thought that was the coolest thing for a 70-something-year-old guy to say about it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sitting here thinking, they make such a big deal about these Barrymores, but you're building like a little bit of a dynasty with the Howards.
It's not. It's not intentional, but it seems. Well, look, he left the farm. He by the way, he didn't like farming any more than he liked antennas.
That's right.
But you know, watching your daughter nude in a play, to me, the only thing more awkward, and I've done this, would be being at a bachelor party and watching the groom get a blowjob next to the father of the bride.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that might be more awkward.
Yeah.
Well, there were moments where like things are a little tense. There was like a little bit of fake stage violence there with a guy kind of dominating her, her and stuff. And it was, I had an impulse to like
beat the shit out of
try to tackle that son of a bitch.
I would imagine it'd be very hard for a kid to have a father like Ron Howard.
Sure.
And then you want to go into acting. I mean, I would just think it's crazy. And then, you think about all the people in your life, too, who you must feel the ugly green jealousy on your back when you think Chachi's probably staring at you.
I don't know.
Patsy.
Well, in Chachi's reality show, did you see that part of? I don't know if Ron ever saw Scott Baio's reality show. Scott
I never
Baio
did. No, I heard about it.
I can't believe you're not obsessed with seeing it.
Ron's brother, Clint Howard, is in a scene. They see each other.
Right.
And Scott goes to Clint Howard, and this had to be awkward for your brother, but Scott says to him, I've been trying to get in one of your brother's movies for years.
Oh, no.
I mean, that is like, what does Clint say to that? I mean, all right, let me make a call.
When you are casting a new movie, do you hear from these characters, this leech, all these guys, they want to leech onto you?
No.
Andy Griffith.
Andy Griffith. Major pain in the ass. No one in Hollywood is a major pain.
There's no way Donnie Most or Anson Williams has your number.
I talk to those guys all the time.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
You really do?
Oh, yeah.
I believe it. He's clearly like...
Ron, how are you going to get rid of these guys?
It would be in the tabloids if he didn't take their calls.
I know.
You know what, Ron? I'll tell you how I got rid of my buddies Anthony and Vinny.
You know where Ron talks to them? In court. He's got a restraining order. I'll see you guys next month when I renew this. What do you mean? I mean,
they're friends. They're great friends.
You're still friends with Mel Gibson? Is it hard to maintain a friendship with him after he goes through a controversy?
I haven't talked to him in ages, but he's kind of
dropped him.
He's.
I knew it.
I really, he's kind of he's kind of not around L.A. He's not around New York, and
but he's
I've lost
ruined
track of him.
himself. He had a perfect.
Oh, I don't think so.
He had a perfect. Come on.
Well,
let's stop the Hollywood bullshit. The guy.
The next time he stars in a movie, people are going to want to see him because he's a good actor. He's a charismatic guy. He's a great director.
Miss California. Are you really going to listen to what he has to say about people and religion?
Forget that. I'm just saying that he had everything going for him.
Sure.
Great director. I love his films.
Yeah.
And all he had to do was keep his mouth shut.
And then the Jew incident.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Ron,
now he's dumped the wife. He's Mr. Catholic. He's dumped the wife.
Right.
And he's running around has a person holding a sign up of his new girlfriend's name when he's so they get the spelling right.
He was the first guy, if he were on the show, to say, he wrestles with demons all the time.
He's Mr. I know it's true. He's Mr. Catholic.
Yeah.
That would be like Mr. Met dating a chick.
You are squeaky clean. You got to be one of the smartest guys in Hollywood. You don't screw around.
Right.
We never get to hear these chicks you're banging.
Right.
You keep it on the QT.
How do you do that? How do you keep it so quiet?
How do you have sex with these actresses and it never ever comes out in the press?
Keep it so
what I want to know
Talk
from Ron
about that for a second, and then we'll get back to Angels and Demons.
And how do you get heroin secretly?
Yeah, how do you score heroin and no one knows? By the way, Angels and Demons is opening this Friday in theaters everywhere. That's why Ron's here. He's not here for.
He doesn't like our fooling around.
He's not here because he likes talking about the Tisch School with Howard.
That's a good school, but Angels and Demons is really good too.
Angels and you're saying it's a good movie.
That's why you ask at the beginning, am I nervous? And I'm more excited because it's a real audience movie. It's a thriller. Look, the first Da Vinci Code, the impetus for making it was this almost philosophical, theological challenge to the church, And it was, by the way, we tried to make it a mystery and a thriller, and that's the way the book was. This is really start to finish, mystery thriller. Has much more action. It's one of the reasons I've never done a sequel, but I felt like as a director, it was a whole different kind of movie to make in a lot of ways, and audiences from our screenings and so forth really, really liking it, and so that's why, of course, I'm nervous. Of
course you do. You got Brian Grazer breathing on his neck. What's the take? What are we getting out of this thing?
But Speaking of sequels, would show it to audiences because I think people are going to get a big kick out of it.
Speaking of sequels, were you ever offered Apollo 14?
Yes, he was.
The end of the first Da Vinci Code. I love the Da Vinci Code, the movie, by the way.
Thank you.
I didn't read the book, and I got it. At the end, you sort of allude to the fact that young girl is the descendant of Christ.
Yeah.
Now, so does it pick up right from there?
No, it's a separate adventure. In fact, this book was actually written before.
I don't need to see the Da Vinci Code in order to see Angels of Demons.
No.
Good.
But I think it definitely benefited us to make it a follow-up, even though the Angels and Demons as a novel was actually published first. But it's a more intense story. It's more violent. And I think the fact that Langdon's already been through the one adventure and now is kind of going deeper into this world of, here's all that can happen surrounding these sort of mysteries.
In light of Star Trek's success, are you sorry you didn't put Kirk or Leonard Nimoy in the movie?
Yeah, because Leonard Nimoy actually seems to be the one you need to get.
Out of nowhere, Spock shows up.
To me, I would do that if I was a director. I would just throw these guys in it just for the hell of it. What do you want, Gary?
I got a question, man.
Go ahead. Really?
Yeah,
You're going to interrupt my fantastic interview with a potentially disastrous question? By the way, didn't Tom Hanks... Do you know what happened to Gary? He threw out the first pitch at Citi Field. Do you know about this?
No.
Oh, you got to put this in a movie.
Really?
This is your next film.
We're not going to show this to every A-lister, are we?
No. Listen to me. Didn't Tom Hanks throw out a first pitch and you caught it, but it was a disaster?
I couldn't catch it.
It was so far askew from what it should be.
By the way, we were warming up. We even warmed up in the bullpen.
Right.
And I thought, man, he's got some heat, and he's a pretty big guy, and he was bringing it, and just lobbing him in, but it was head zing. But we got in there, 50,000 fans.
Yeah, I'm aware.
And their number one player stepped into the box. So now he's got a guy here that he doesn't want to hit because the guy's a superstar and Japanese, and that would be very impolite in Japan. Right. My brother Clint said, he should have screwed that. He should have brushed him back.
Yeah, a little chin music.
Should have put one right between the 4 and the 7.
This was in Tokyo.
Yeah, it was in Tokyo.
Right.
And so Tom, very good athlete, threw it 8 feet wide and in the dirt. I made a nice lunge, which I can verify because I had dirt on my pants. I really tried.
Right.
And I went to the backstop. And
how come we never see that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Mine was on Kimmel last night. That's how bad it was.
Well, here it is. Take a look. There you go. There's Gary at the... Now, he completely misses the catcher, and it goes... it hits the umpire.
Gary, you did way worse than Tom.
Worse than Tom Hanks.
If I could say, because... he wasn't girlish when he threw it.
Yes, I know.
That's the point. You got to just whip it. You got to whip it.
It didn't lob up and over to the right.
I got it.
Gary, you're such pain in your face.
I know.
Ron Howard thinks how girlish you throw. Unbelievable.
Can I ask Ron the question I came in to ask?
The question is now changed.
No.
Hateful.
I heard that when you were making The Grinch that Jim Carrey was complaining about the outfit.
Yeah.
And somebody said that you put the full outfit on one day. It came in to show him that it wasn't so bad.
Well, it wasn't that. I'd always told him that out of sympathy, someday I'll wear it. Because he would say, man, this is brutal. But, by the way, to Jim's credit, I got to say, early on, I said, should we adjust it? Should we simplify this thing? Because, I don't want this to be a nightmare. And he said, no, this is the look. This is what we got to go for. So he toughed it out, but he was miserable. And so one day, as a surprise, just to kind of boost him at about the halfway point when things were getting pretty low, I showed up in the outfit.
Well, and
it was fun.
Oh, that's cool.
It was fun.
You brought up your brother. Is it hard for your brother to have you in the same business as him and you be so super successful? I mean, do you guys sit down and work that out, and you ever say to him, listen, Clint, this has got to be awkward.
Right.
Because I'm so goddamn successful. There's not too many people who are so successful like you.
He has a theory.
Go ahead.
We're very close.
Right.
Really close. I love working with him.
He live near you? Do you guys that close?
He lives in the house.
No.
He lives in the house?
No.
I didn't know that.
No, he lives near my. He lives in L.A. still.
Right.
He's in the Cato Kalin
track. But he's got a great life.
Right.
And he loves what he's doing, and he looks at the way I work, and he says, I don't want to work like you.
Right.
And
are you a workaholic?
Probably.
So he's lazy on top of it.
Oh, Jesus. Is
that what you're saying?
He's got a great life. I sort of wish I had his peace of mind in a lot of ways.
Do you get to see your wife every night? Or are you one of these guys
much, yeah.
who casts his wife aside and doesn't really...
Do you know your wife anymore?
She's not cast asideable.
She is not.
No, she's fantastic. Well, look, we met in high school. We're going to be... what year is this?
It'll
be 34 years this June.
Wow.
Congratulations. I mean, that is a major success story. And you still enjoy banging her, and you still enjoy the sex, right?
I think on the phone last time
we
said,
got into this a little.
I said that I was having sex while I was doing the interview.
That's a pro. That is a pro.
Well, it was actually that was a joke. Actually,
your wife must be a spectacular person.
She's a great person.
She can hold your attention. I mean, you work with these beautiful actresses. I mean, it's one after another.
She's
you know you could be getting laid 99% of the time.
It wouldn't be the same. She's fantastic.
The lovemaking is still as good.
That's great. Well, I mean, yeah.
And she still gets as excited over you.
Or she's a better actress than we all.
He's got to have willpower. Like, Ron is the kind of powerful guy to where it's like, I remember talking to Norm about this. If you're going to send Norm Macdonald, if you're going to send a woman out, if you're going to send a woman out to Hollywood,
yes.
Who's a friend of yours, the best advice to give him is, look, if you're going to be a whore, be a smart whore.
Right.
Like, if you go on a movie set, know who to fuck. Don't fuck one of the actors.
Yeah.
Don't fuck a writer ever.
Right.
Ron's the guy you fuck. Like, Ron is the guy you
Do
approach and
actresses
fuck.
throw themselves at you? I mean, you're a handsome guy. I mean, you're a nice looking guy.
No, in fact, I think I get along really well with all the actresses because they're just, Do
you fantasize about them at all? I mean, it would be natural to fantasize. They say directors fall in love with their leading ladies. I mean, they have to a certain degree.
Yeah, yeah.
So is it discipline, or is it just that your marriage really is that great?
My marriage really is that great, and I also I wouldn't want to blow it. I wouldn't want to.
You wouldn't want to give up what you have.
I wouldn't want to give up what I have for a second. And
prenuptial agreement? Not back then. I mean.
No.
Where'd you meet her? Was it
High school.
High school.
John Burroughs High School.
No kidding.
Yeah. Miss McBride's English class.
Did you get laid a lot during the Happy Days years, or was it just strictly your
we were
wife?
already together.
This is unbelievable.
He's going to get very upset now.
So you really were, you weren't Fonzie.
Yes, because you didn't take advantage of all your fame.
I mean, do you fantasize about what it could have been like if you hadn't got, I mean, the endless parade. It must be amazing.
Who was getting laid on that set? Tom Bosley?
Really?
Sometimes I fantasize I'm you and what I could have had.
You know what I don't get about Ron, though?
What?
Why lead such a wonderful, because I'm a Roman Catholic.
Right.
Why lead such a wonderful, sinless life and then make these movies and go to hell?
To blow it on a movie.
Now listen, the movie is called Angels and Demons.
Right.
You know that Ron's a good director, so you should just go based on that. I mean, has he ever let you down?
A Beautiful Mind.
A Beautiful Mind.
Best movies ever.
Thank you.
Yeah,
that's
unbelievable.
that's some movie. What's
Yeah.
with that maniac, Russell Crowe? What's he up to?
He wasn't throwing phones.
He's doing
on that
Robin Hood
set.
right now.
Is he doing
with
Robin
Ridley
Hood?
Scott for our company, for Imagine. Brian's producing.
No kidding.
Yeah, he looks fantastic. It's so cool. I mean, it's like the Gladiator version of Robin Hood because with Ridley Scott, they're not making it whimsical or it's tough out there.
I would go see that.
It's really a
They're
good
actually
script.
acting like there were no conveniences back then.
It's a really good script.
And his accent's better than Costner's?
It's fantastic. I'm telling you, it's going to be great.
I would hope.
Have you ever had the experience, though, of working with an actor who had a difficulty, a real problem, and you really had to work with them, or, I mean, either a substance abuse problem or,
No, I've never had that.
Never had that.
I mean, I've had people probably who did, but they were functional while I was dealing with them, So
yeah, I'm functional.
All right, good.
He works, first of all, he's working with the
gets good
top, the
people.
creme de la creme. He doesn't have to work with these crappy guys.
Sometimes, I mean, even a Robert Downey Jr. has had his problems.
Yeah, but he's so
No,
great.
I've never had anybody who, seemed to be losing it in that way. Or maybe a couple of like secondary characters where you sort of knew.
Do you think at this point you could put out a movie with an unknown actor? Because most of your movies, you have a guy like Tom Hanks or you have Russell Crowe, because they're bankable. In other words, you know that if they're in the movie, you got a better shot at getting an audience in there. Would you ever go back to taking a chance with somebody who doesn't have any kind of?
Well, yes, I would. And and with you talked about Frost Nixon. I was really ultimately went with Michael Sheen and Frank Langella, who are known.
Right, but they're not big box office guys.
Not big box office guys, and that was the right thing to do, and it got the Academy Award nomination.
I was disappointed in Frost Nixon just because I thought it was going to be about Otis Nixon, the guy in the Braves, the leadoff hitter.
Oh, yeah.
So life is good. We're excited. Angels and Demons coming out now. You're on the promotional tour. Where are you going after this?
We're finished. When the movie opens, I've been to France. I've been to Rome. We had a premiere in Rome, which was very interesting.
Did you go on Letterman?
No, I'm doing the top 10 list later this week, and Tom did Letterman the other day.
I see. So you're really out there pushing.
Yeah.
Well, I like that. Yeah, no, listen, I'm excited to see it. In fact, they sent over a screener.
Yeah.
Which will make me a hero.
Yes,
because I will invite people over and I will have a
You'll
screening.
be screening a film.
Can I be one of those people? Or
No, I don't want to.
Okay.
But Donnie Most and Anson are coming over.
Oh, I can't wait.
I'm Howard's Donnie Most.
It's a star-studded screening.
Hey, Ron, can I just say something, Ron? I never pitch myself for movies.
I know what you're going to say.
Well,
you want to be in Happy Days in Space. Would you ever produce
I would
something?
love that.
Happy Days in Space.
Yeah.
I just want to let you know, when I was on heroin, I got to work here every other day. Right?
That's pretty good.
Ron.
And I'll wear whatever outfit you want. I'm not like that Jim Carrey jacket.
I am going to recommend to my audience to see Angels and Demons, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Because you've got credibility with me.
Well,
I know you're not may I say, shithead.
This is no hack.
They're just going to put out a bad
That's
movie.
a nice. Can we put that quote? Directed by a guy who's not a shithead.
You're a decent man. You obviously have an eye for a good movie. You know how to tell a story. So I can guarantee you it will be good.
Thank you. I think you'll like it.
Is the movie tracking well, as they say? That means you're on course to make how much? $100 million the first weekend?
What, here in the U.S.? No, not that. But worldwide could be 100 million. Yeah, maybe more.
Yeah. Listen.
It's all green, baby.
Artie
Who knows?
Do you and Brian Grazer trust each other so much? If you say he's working on something, do you trust each other so much that you just know it's going to be fine? And how often do you check the dailies of Robin Hood?
No,
you never do that.
No,
right?
but it's we trust each other and that we know everybody. We're both trying to do great stuff,
right,
and in a business where it's impossible to bat 1,000. But what you do is you give it everything you got with stories you care about.
Right.
It's you're doing great, and I can't wait to see Angels and Demons. And everyone go see it. Opening this Friday in theaters everywhere. The great Ron Howard. There's so much even more to talk about. I mean,
just skim the surface, didn't
he? Just skim the surface.
We don't know if he's ever banged a black chick.
He hasn't. I believe
he
his
never
wife.
had time.
Your wife's the only one you've had sex with, right?
And what's that wheel of sex back there?
That's what you're going to do here next time.
Okay.
Your next film, you come in, you spin it, and you do whatever's on the wheel.
Is that the way that works?
You're going to change high-pitch Eric's diapers.
Oh, my goodness.
You're going to get a chocolate bandit from Sal.
I was avoiding one question, and I walked right into a deeper trap.
Yes.
No, you've only had sex with your wife.
That's true.
Is that true?
Is that really true?
I would say that's true.
Wow.
You're almost like Donny Osmond. I mean, it's I interviewed him once.
Yeah.
And he'd only had sex with his wife.
Right.
And I said, boy, I was kidding around with him. I said, she must give the best fellatio. He goes, I would never ask my wife to do that. I said, wait a second. You've never had a blowjob.
Right.
And he said, that's right.
That's right.
And he said, I won't ask my wife for one. She hasn't done it, and I'm never going to ask her.
Wait a minute. Who said that?
Donny Osmond.
Oh, Donny Osmond.
Wow.
But Ron's edgier than Donny Osmond.
You think?
Yeah, I would, without being very specific, I would say we're a little more adventuresome than Donny.
Ron, you never fucked Pinky or Leather Tuscadero?
Why not?
Now that was the fantasy.
Yeah. I bet it was for
Did anyone bang him? Henry? Tom Bosley? Anybody? Marion Ross got in there? The kid who played your older brother who was there for 2 episodes?
Well, wait a minute. When you sit around and you look at their cast, what is this with Chachi and all the beautiful girls in Hollywood?
Kid's a player.
What a list. He ain't no Ron Howard.
That he was going to be the guy who was at the gateway to Hollywood banging every beautiful chick?
He was a handsome, charismatic guy and huge star in television for a long, long time.
But
and he's a good actor, too. I mean,
but isn't it sad? I mean, I think he womanized a little too long.
You think so?
Yeah, I think at some point he should have matured and said, I've been through every Pamela Anderson type.
Right. Well, maybe he's doing that. Didn't he just have a kid? No, you're not buying it?
I don't buy it.
Did he ever call you for advice or anything on that?
Yeah, we've spoken to him.
Yeah.
That's what you call it, a womanizing advice.
Didn't listen to a word I said.
No. Well, see, I'm gonna listen. Would you say put Leonard Nimoy in
every film?
I put Spider-Man in every film. Why not? Spider-Man meets Angels and Demons. Why not? That's a huge success story. I don't know. I would do that.
When the franchise gets to that point, I think it's time to end it.
The Spider-Man code. I have a different outlook on. I have a different outlook on this relationship Ron has with his brother. To me, if I were Ron, I'd be incredibly jealous of Clint because he's in one of the best episodes of The Odd Couple ever.
Yeah, he's done some good stuff.
Right. Yeah, I mean, he's a good actor.
So to sum up, really, it is amazing that a guy in Hollywood who's attractive and wealthy and this and that has only had sex with his wife for his entire life.
It's
quite remarkable.
It's pretty remarkable.
Who's the attractive guy?
It's a real.
I'm sorry.
I thought you wanted to work with
You're
this
not
guy.
attracted to Ron?
This guy, Ron Redford over here? Are you kidding me?
Oh, you know what I mean. I mean there's a certain beauty to that.
Well, I think so, and I'm you know I'm
And a
I'm
certain
grateful
sadness.
for it.
I'm not sure.
In Jersey, it's an incredible sadness.
Listen, you have a story to tell.
Anybody you haven't worked with that you want to?
So many.
Really? You're not going to name a name?
Well,
Howard Stern.
Hey, you were good in your movie.
I did a good job.
I went there not expecting much, and you were very, very good.
I showed sensitivity.
Yeah.
I was. You want to know something? I did win the Blockbuster Award for Best Newcomer.
Yeah.
Which is something Ron dreams of.
But I'll tell you what.
Right next to the Oscar.
Done, yes.
I believed. Now, you can laugh all you want. I deserved an Academy Award nomination for that film. All right. So anyway, let's see.
Isn't it true that
You said I could laugh all I want.
Isn't it true that Bryce's monologue was Howard talking to Pig Virus?
That's true. That's how she got into Tish. But she did it nude, which is brilliant.
That's where I first saw Giamatti, who I then worked with on Cinderella Man.
As a matter of
he's
fact,
great.
yeah. I mean, I remember when we were testing for that part. We auditioned Giamatti 3 times. We weren't even sure, but Betty Thomas, the director, said this guy's got something. And then when I started working with him, my agent said to me, "This guy's going to be the biggest star ever. He's terrific.
He's great.
He's terrific." All right, look. Enough about me. We could brag about my acting all day, but we won't. Okay. We're here to celebrate your
You won't
film.
name one name of somebody you want to work with, huh?
What?
Pam Anderson.
There's so many. I mean, you know, it just goes on and on.
Would you ever work with
Johnny Depp? Loved to work with Johnny Depp.
What's the problem?
I just haven't found a script. I mean, you know, Jack Nicholson. Loved to work with Jack Nicholson.
What
Meryl
about this,
Streep.
What
Great.
about this Paris Hilton? No interest
No
in her?
interest in Paris
I haven't seen the range yet in her performances. That would.
Aren't you annoyed of those kinds of celebrities now? These reality star celebrities that have apparently no. Doesn't that bother you?
It's the antithesis of him in a way. You know, it's like the direct opposite.
People are very entertained by those shows and those people.
All right,
That's fair enough.
Those people.
Have you produced any of those shows? You don't have
No,
any.
our TV company hasn't gotten. You know, but I think if we could think of a good one, we.
Ron, good news. I'm on Paris Hilton's Twitter. She wants to work with you.
Let me see that.
I love the beautiful brain.
See Angels and Demons. That's what. Listen, Ron doesn't really care about any other of this. Quite frankly, he thinks this was a disastrous interview because we didn't spend 99% of
But
the
you
time.
do keep mentioning Angels and Demons.
Angels and Demons is a real story. In other words, told by a real filmmaker. And Ron needs you to go see this. Let's be honest. And believe me, you're not that busy. You can't go see this.
Hey, this weekend is the weekend to unbusy yourself.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean, spend 2 hours having fun. Big deal.
Yeah.
See Angels and Demons opening this Friday in theaters. Ron,
Thanks.
we're honored to have you here. After all, you're very important, and we're very insignificant. And we'll be back right after these words.
Ron,
Hi.
how'd it go, man?
That was fun. The studio's great, and you know, you do stuff on the Howard Show that you don't do anywhere else.
Now, Howard was a little concerned that you've only had sex with one woman.
He was a little bit thrown by that, I think, but not me.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John Hyde and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, it's Gary Dell'Abate, Baba Booey. On Monday's wrap-up show, we discussed Ben Stiller as a guest, what a great guest he is, how he always comes in, he's an A-lister, loves the show, and he's pretty open about his life, and he tells us everything that's going on. We dig him. Check it out.
And we're going to talk about Ben Stiller, longtime friend of the show, Ben Stiller.
Yeah, he comes in to promote all his movies, and I think, listen, he's a big star. He likes us. You know, what more do you need?
Now, he and Howard, seemed that their relationship was going someplace, and then I guess it dropped off.
I thought Ben said something that was really telling and not a joke today. He said, yeah, you know, you sort of dropped the ball. And Howard goes, really? I thought you dropped the ball. And Ben said, well, when I didn't get the wedding invite, I figured I was on the outs. And I didn't think that was a joke.
I didn't think that was a joke either. Did you, Benji?
No, but I also didn't think I didn't think about it too much.
You don't have a thought on it, do you?
Yeah, I did think it was a joke.
How'd you think Ben looked today?
Yeah,
skinny.
Skinny and his hair.
And he had the funky hair.
Yeah. Do you think a couple people said he seemed depressed?
Oh, yeah, I got it. No, go ahead.
Do you agree?
I don't know. That's sort of his demeanor. He's sort of like the, gets beat up, but he's a good guy. I mean, he's almost like the character in his movies, but he seemed a little downtrodden today.
Well, considering all his success, and he's been tremendously successful in movies, do you think he's a humble guy? I mean, is that a fair way to put it?
Yeah, I mean, you can be humble, but like when they said that, when Ben said he doesn't know how many movies he's been in that have cracked 100 million, I was not buying that. I mean, you can be humble and still know that, because when you want to go in to negotiate a contract, I'm pretty sure you got to know what that is.
And today, I know he was promoting Night in the Museum, the next movie, but a lot of talk was about Tropic Thunder and the balls it really takes to make a movie like that.
I think he's really proud of that movie, as well he should be, because he's made some funny movies, but there's some people who go, oh, he makes light comedy, and that was a ballsy movie. And we were saying here today, imagine if you tried to make that movie and Sal was playing the black character instead of Robert Downey Jr. I always said about that movie, the reason why I loved it so much is because that could have gone horribly wrong, and it didn't. It was really well done and well written.
And he revealed that he'd been working on that for 20 years. Like, that was a long-time project that he really wanted to do, and it came out great. And then, of course, Downey gets nominated for the Academy Award, playing a guy who's trying to get nominated for an Academy Award.
I thought the second I saw that movie, I said he should be nominated, because, again, that could have gone horribly wrong in the hands of another actor.
And I thought Jimmy did a great job just hanging during that whole interview, and then piped in, in the appropriate places.
Now, where was that?
Well, I'll get to that. First, we got to get to Ben's marriage, which it seems like he's got a great marriage, 2 kids, everything's great. But he was very honest. He said, all marriages have ups and downs. And, of course, immediately it's like, what do you mean ups and downs? And then Howard brought up the Neil Patrick Harris thing, which, if you missed it, clip number 2, Ted, here's, this explains it.
Neil Patrick Harris.
I was it down. Could be one of the
said
downs.
you never had sex with a woman. He had sex with your wife.
Well, now I don't know if there actually was.
He says it was coitus.
I might not even know what that is.
And he said
it was grossest.
He said, I knew then I was gay, because if this is one of the most beautiful women in the world. If I can't get excited over her.
Well, he must have been excited,
must be gay, right? That's what he said.
Yeah.
Now, now, what do you think of this?
I don't know what to think of it. I mean, I don't know if it's a compliment, if it's a backhanded, whatever. I don't know. I'm happy that he's happy with his own sexuality. I'm glad that he's figured it out.
Did she break the news to you?
Had she told you that she
I knew that they had dated. I mean, I never delved in for the details.
Right. What do you say to that?
He's finding out for the first time today that Neil Patrick said that on our show?
No, he was aware of it, he said.
He was aware that they dated.
No, he was aware of what Neil Patrick Harris said when he came in. But still, how do you have that conversation with your wife? Or you don't even have that conversation.
Well, first of all, do you want to hear about any of the dudes that your wife banged before she met you?
No.
Okay. Then, do you want to hear about the gay dude she banged who's like this really gay guy now?
No. But again, Ben knows what he's getting into when he walks into the Howard Stern show, and he rolls with things very well. The other thing he didn't want to talk about was Owen Wilson. And this is after talking about a bunch of different things in his personal life. But it seemed like Owen Wilson's attempted suicide was just hands off.
Well, they're really good friends. He probably doesn't want to talk about it. But he's like, I'm not going to talk about this. And he started to talk about it. And then it got really crowded in there, and he reeled back on it. But, I didn't think Howard was that out of line. He's sort of like, hey, you're directing a movie. You got just your life's work. It's a movie you worked on for 20 years. What do you do when a guy drops out?
Did you think that question was out of line, Benjy?
No, not at all. And I didn't think. I thought Ben didn't handle it in a really good way. Like, I think he should. If he doesn't want to talk about it, it's okay. I would respect that. But it just he made it like it was this horrible thing that it made.
Well, the guy tried to kill himself.
No. That's horrible. But it's not crazy that Howard would say, like, how do you handle a situation like that?
Yeah, I think everybody's nervous when Howard brings up stuff like that. But I thought the question was a legitimate question. He probably said, hey, you know what, man? He's a great guy. We got somebody else for the movie. It was a tough time, and, we moved on.
Hey, it's Sal Governale, and on Tuesday's wrap-up show, we discuss one of my screw-ups in the Bob Levy spelling game. And then somehow the conversation went over to Robin and her talking too much. That was my opinion. That was constructive criticism. And after you see what I have to say, I think you're going to agree with me. So check it out.
Sal, I'm glad you came down here. I see your stuff in your face. I'll give you a second. But I know you apologize for the misspelling and you blame Google and Gary and Robin and everything else, but ultimately you took responsibility for your mistake.
No, in an argument where one's right and one's wrong, and it's Sal and Google, I think one is Sal, who was trapped in a pizzeria as a kid.
Hostage.
Yeah, hostage. And the other one is a company that recruits Harvard and Yale kids. So I don't know, Sal. It's
I
a
think
bad
you summed
matchup.
up. I think you summed it up right there.
But Sal, you did the greatest prank ever, you and Richard. It was vintage, you guys,
Oh,
and then
thank
you
you,
fuck
Art.
up 10 minutes later. So explain the fuck up. We don't care about the prank.
Exactly. Why'd you blame Google?
Talk about your fuck
Because
up.
when Google didn't work, I went to Gary.
But did you take responsibility for it? The
Yes,
answer is no.
absolutely. I do take responsibility, and I did it. I did it in a way where when I wasn't sure about the word, I Googled it. But the thing is, at the time, I never noticed the top. It says, "Did you mean so and so?"
Right.
I just I'll type in cemetery, and then if I see, and I'll scan the page, and if I see that spelling, I assumed I got it right.
So it gave you all the hits on the other idiots that spelled it wrong.
That's exactly it, right. So I found on Google all the idiots just like me, and I fucked up.
Sal, when we were talking about it, though, a bigger issue came up, I think, which Gary alluded to, which is,
Sure.
I don't know, did you hear what he said? He said that you're telling Gary that he's your boss and
Right.
everything, and then away from Gary, you're like, you know what, I'm
Well,
doing just fine.
I said on the air that I screwed up, and then when Howard just kept pecking at me, I said, "This is a time for a good old fashioned Baba Booey moment."
But that's not what we're talking about.
Yeah,
we're
this is
talking
something
about
different. You're
off
not
the
listening.
air. People are telling me off the air that you're going around saying, "I let Gary think he's the boss, but I know who's wrong."
Oh no! I might have said it in front of the camera, but Gary, that's definitely not true.
I wonder.
Hey, so who?
I wanted you to go
Thank
to the,
you, Sal.
Gary.
I wanted you to go to the Stuttering John School of Disrespect.
No, Gary, you know more than like even today when we put a game together, I specifically break it down. I make sure that you know.
Sal, if you're going to go to a Stuttering John school,
I would never go to that school.
You should go to the Stuttering John School of getting an insanely great job without any skills school.
You should go to the Stuttering John School of I can't remember where I put my wallet.
You should go to the post Howard Stern job placement school because he's the fucking master of that.
Gary, do you believe that Sal respects you at your job?
I think for the most part he does, but I think Sal is one of those guys, who will say whatever needs to be said, where it needs to be said to make himself look good.
Well, I don't know about looking good.
Yeah, he's a jerk off.
Right, yeah, there are. Yeah.
I was going for Two-Face.
Yeah, but I'm a jerk
professional
off.
jerk.
I'm a jerk off.
Yeah,
too,
but,
so, Sal, just say you're being a jerk off when you fuck with Gary like that.
I agree. And you know what? It's funny. I wanted to bring something up about Stuttering John. In the beginning, I liked what Stuttering John did, but it came to a point where it wasn't funny anymore. It was just browbeating. It got a little.
Are you talking about me or anybody?
I'm talking about Stuttering John.
With anybody?
With you.
Oh.
But
look who's talking.
I know. No,
the
but I think
guy who built the wall of teeth in Times Square.
And I loved what John did and stuff to certain degrees, but I felt like it just wasn't funny anymore. It just was like it was mean spirited. And believe it or not, I'm trying to pull away from that. Today, it's been a while since I broke Gary's balls, but when you have like Howard looking at you, I feel like a third grader in the principal's office.
It's rough getting yelled at by Howard because it's impossible to win an argument because he's a good arguer.
For straws, and
sometimes you just got to own up to it.
And I did, but I'm grasping for straws, and he's giving me that look. It's like the fucking, it's like the Wizard of Oz looking down at you with the flames coming up and everything,
Sal,
and I'm shivering like the lion, and all of a sudden I'm just like, where do I go? Oh, okay, Baba Booey.
Sal, do you?
He's my saving grace.
Hold on,
sometimes.
Deflection.
Do you
right.
understand why Howard was so embarrassed and
because
upset?
I made him look like an ass. And you don't make Howard look like an ass on the show. I mean, I screwed up. The guy is running a show. He's doing the best he can. He can't stop and think, and cover everything. He's running a show. And then all of a sudden, it's one of those things he glanced over, and I made him look foolish.
Now, will you be insulted if you get an email tonight where Beth said you put a post-it on your computer and you should check Webster's dictionary?
No, I won't be.
But another reason he was mad, Sal,
but that was funny.
From a comedy point of view, was it ruined the bit.
Right.
It ruins the bit
Sure.
if we can't spell too, although Levy spelt existence EXF, I think. But, so he looked really bad, but we look stupid too, so the bid is destroyed.
Well, we're one big happy stupid family. I was stupid.
No, we're not.
And the first thing
we have stupid cousins.
And the first thing
thing
you said when you walked in there was, "I know I'm stupid. I know you just." Do you feel like Howard just wanted to go down that road?
Yes, I wanted to kind of like cover my tracks by saying what he would say, so he would get it out of the way.
How did you know? How did you know what he was going to say?
Well, after a while working here, you kind of get the impression of what's going to happen. You kind of get a feeling of what he's going to say. And I knew what he was going to say. As soon as he saw that, or whatever the fuck it is, and he called Gary, and Gary said it was, I knew, my heart just sunk. And I said, here it comes. Here comes the beating. It's been a while. And I walked in. It's
actually been a few days.
And it was like going to Bogey Land, like from March of the Wooden Soldiers. And I walk in there, and then sure enough, he just...
Sal with a great Laurel and Hardy reference.
Yeah, I was a big Laurel and Hardy fan. And
you smacked Robin a couple times, too.
It is like going to Bogey Land, though. It's
like
once
Buster Keaton and Seven Brides.
It's like Harold Lloyd hanging off the clock.
With Robin... Look, I like Robin. I'm not going to be one of those guys. I love Robin, but I like Robin, but she's got to know her place sometimes.
What is her place?
Well, yeah, what do you
know
mean
what I mean? Well, there's a pilot and there's a co-pilot.
Back of the bus, Sal? Is that what you're saying?
No. That's a long time ago. But
what is it? You mean, in other words,
Not
Howard's a
long
pilot?
enough, Sal.
Howard's a pilot. She's got to sort of pipe down.
In certain cases.
But like what? Like a case like where Howard's browbeating you?
Right. No, there's a time to speak. There's a time not to speak.
Are you saying Robin's interrupting a lot?
I'm surprised the bottom of Robin's sneakers are not on Howard's tongue. She steps on him so fucking much sometimes.
I agree.
She have track mark. I'm surprised you don't have track marks all over his fucking face from her Reeboks, because she sometimes just keeps interjecting. It's like, hey, you're going to fucking spew your garbage at 10 o'clock for 45 minutes. Get it all out then. Hold back a little bit.
You're calling the news garbage?
No, I'm just a figure of speech. Spew her stuff or whatever.
I feel like we're all like cannibalizing each other now. Like we're all like this.
Well, we're not.
Like we're all like, he's yelling Artie's talking too much. He's yelling Robert's talking too much. I feel like come on, we used to be a family. What happened?
I'm trying to.
This is family, Gary.
Do you mean we're all eating each other?
It's a dysfunctional family.
I know, but I feel like we're tearing each other down.
I know. Well,
but
listen,
even Artie agrees.
It is weird, Garrett. Lately, there's been negativity on the Howard Stern show.
I can't believe. No, I mean, Robin.
So wait, you said at 10 o'clock Robin should do her thing. So from 6 till 10, do you think she should just sit there?
No,
knowing that she's got the last hour.
No, but she should know her place. Like
she's like the number 9 hitter.
To me lately. I mean, if I love Robin, I'll give her constructive criticism right now.
I thought you said.
All right, you want me to tell the truth?
No. You didn't.
I love Robin. This is not a diss. This is not negativity.
Let's hear what he has to say. What do you have to say?
Hold on.
I admire Robin. I look up to Robin. I pinch myself every day that I'm working with a great person on the Howard Stern show.
You look up to Robin because she's taller than you.
But if I may give her some constructive criticism, like she would for me, somebody you care about.
Okay. What is your constructive criticism?
Slow down on chiming in. Slow it down, Robin. Slow it the fuck down. When there's a guest on and Howard's mid-sentence in a question and she chimes in and she just demolishes that question with something from left field, sometimes it makes my hands crunch into a fist. Just take it easy on chiming in so much. Think about what you want to say. Think if it's that important to interrupt Howard Stern when you say it, and then take the approach, whether you're going to do it or not. She has a tendency sometimes to get real. She's become a pig on the mic. The micro, like a hog, hogging it up. Just take it easy. Don't be so piggish on the mic.
When did you start?
Slow it down.
When did you start feeling this way?
Jeez,
1982?
No. I would say, recently, about 7 months ago, somebody sent in an email, and Howard read it, that Robin is chiming in a lot. She's not chiming in. She's stepping on Howard a lot. And Howard read it, and I remember that week she really piped down a lot. And you know what? She was brilliant, and I loved her, and I still love her. But she's got to know her role. You can't have too much of everything. You're going to turn people off. Slow it down, Robin. Just slow it down a little. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart in a kind manner. Just take it easy.
So let me ask you a question. The 28 years or 28 or 29 years of chemistry that Howard and Robin have together, you're saying that she's veering off from that?
I think she's really good at what she does, but I think she's becoming so confident that she's Robin Stern. You're Robin Quivers. You're the sidekick. You're the co-pilot. Wait for the pilot to make the move, and then listen to him and know your role. Know your place. You know what I mean?
Hi, this is Fred Norris of the Howard Stern Show. Guess what? On the wrap-up show for Wednesday, we had a very exciting talk about Jesse James, the outlaw bike builder. We spoke about what a great guy he was. We spoke about how he was willing to build Howard a custom-made chopper, which could run up to $100,000 in cost. We talked about, this is almost as long as the wrap-up show. Why don't you should watch it instead?
Our in-studio guest today was the one, the only Jesse James. And did you know a lot about Jesse James coming into this, Gary?
Knew nothing about him.
Really?
In fact, I mean, here's what I knew about him. That he used to be married to Janine, that he had something to do with motorcycles. I wasn't sure what. And that he's married to Sandra Bullock. But my first hint that he was more than just a guest came when our very own program director, Tim, came in and said that was his hero. He said that, he goes, "You're my hero." And I didn't understand exactly what he meant. And now, as everyone called in, I realized, like, if you're into motorcycles, he's the guy.
Well, it's not only that, Gary. That's when Tim encountered you. You didn't see Tim jumping and running down the hallway to get to see Jesse James. I mean, he was just he had stars in his eyes.
Yeah, he said Tim told me he was nervous meeting Jesse James, and I was a bit of a dick. I felt really bad. He goes, "Jesse, I just got to tell you, you're my hero. You're unbelievable. I think the world of you." And I go, "That's so funny because that's what he said to Arlen Specter last week." Because it's true, he likes Arlen Specter too.
Now, does Jesse James come off as a badass at all?
No, I mean, I didn't know much about him, but he's got a really good vibe. He just seems like a good guy. He's like sort of, I read the notes on him, and I see he's been through some crazy shit, but he doesn't look like he's going to kick your ass, except for all the tattoos going up and down both arms. But he seems like a sort of a gentle guy, and I don't know. I thought he came across as really nice.
And Tim wasn't the only one who was excited. Fred was happy about it, and I think Fred's going to drop by. But Robin was also very excited to meet Jesse James.
Is that the titties were out for him? Is that what the deal was?
That's the rumor that was going around. I don't know if there's any truth to that.
The truth is the titties were out. Whether for him or not, I don't know.
Right. That may not have been the reason. But had you seen him at all on Celebrity Apprentice?
No. In fact, I only heard a couple of clips. I heard one clip that JD had pulled for when Dennis Rodman was here, where Dennis Rodman went off on him. So, in fact, I thought I knew what he looked like, and I was completely wrong. I don't know why. I thought he was Ricky Rackman. You know what I mean? Like, that's the vision I had in my head. Jesse James, I don't know, all those West Coast guys that were married to porn stars. So I probably couldn't even pick him out of a lineup before today. But again, really nice guy.
I mean, he's a lot different on Celebrity Apprentice based on the way they put it together. And you got to hear, he spoke more here than he did in the entire season. And I thought he was pretty charming. Did you like him on the show today, Benjy?
Yeah, I think he was very likable. It was funny. I like how pissed he got at Ralph, though. It was like he's such a nice, friendly guy, but like Ralph really got him. Like he looked like he was like ready to start punching someone.
Well, one, that's Ralph's expertise, as we all know, and two, you don't want to mess with this guy. And he talked about that a little bit. He doesn't want to put that out there because he's challenged a lot, because he's known to be a pretty tough customer.
Takes one swing at me, I'll have all that miscongeniality money.
And miscongeniality too.
Exactly.
Don't forget that. Now, before we get to Sandra, we got to talk about Janine. He didn't really talk a lot about their marriage, but you could tell it was a rough ride.
Yeah, he kept calling it his nuclear disaster, which is, you never want to have your relationship referred to that way. And I thought that the line really hit it on the head. Howard goes, "It must have been great. You're married to this porn star." And he goes, "Dude, everything isn't the way it looks when you see it," and that spoke volumes about it.
Yeah, if you missed it,
well, actually, I'm sorry. I don't know if you have the line.
Yeah, I think I have the line you're talking about. Here's I think this sums it up pretty much. Hit it, Ted.
Was it weird for you being married to a porn star for a while? Like, I mean, is it that like guys think that they can have their way with your wife, and
I think it. She had been retired for like 5 years.
Right.
And so it wasn't really like on the tip of your tongue, it wasn't like she's a current huge star, it was like over in the past and she was changing. But then, I think it's harder for her to be in that kind of spotlight,
Would you recommend that a guy marry a porn star, or do you think that they have too many problems that it's just too much of a thing to overcome?
Just buy the DVD.
Just buy the DVD. Yeah,
don't even go there. Just buy the DVD.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's better to beat off.
That was a line.
Yeah, that pretty much sums that up. And were you surprised when you learned that he was married? Not today, but in the past, when he was married to Sandra Bullock? That kind of came out of nowhere, and that relationship seems to have stuck for a little while.
You mean surprised that they ever got? I mean, at the beginning, again, I'm as guilty as anybody. You don't know anything about people, and you just see them in the tabloids, and you see this guy that used to be married to Janine, who's some biker dude. You see him and Sandra Bullock together, and you go, oh, it must be Sandra Bullock's, like, sort of fling, her wild fling. Certainly they can't really like each other, but I don't know anything about him, and it turns out that they really love each other.
Yeah, even he said she figured he'd be a bigot, he'd be this and that, right. And they ended up doing pretty well together, and Howard found out a lot about how they carve up their finances as well.
I think Howard probably got more out of him than he's probably done in any interview, and he even said at one point, he goes, when Howard asked about the sex, he goes, dude, I'm going to stop. I've already said enough.
Now, he also gave advice about how you have to listen to girlfriends and your wife, and he's talked about going gardening, and that's the greatest idea I've ever heard.
Right, but he said it in such a sarcastic way, as if you have to be really not sincere and go, "Honey, gardening's great."
And he, let's go to.
They don't have kids together though, right? He's got his own kid, but him and Sandra don't have kids together.
I don't think so.
Yeah, so that it's easy to pretend to want to go gardening.
That's true. Paul in Philly, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Good, Paul. How are you?
Great. Listen, I just wanted to tell you, I thought Jesse was really good today. You could tell it's like two different guys. I watched a little bit of that Apprentice, and it's like very uncomfortable there. And in the studio, he just seemed like he was at home, with you guys.
Yeah, he said, I got to tell you, he told me in the green room, and he said it when he first walked in, too. He said he was extremely nervous about coming on. He'd done 60 Minutes on all these other shows, but to him, Howard was like a different level, and he was very nervous about coming on.
Yeah, it just seemed like, he really hit it off with you guys. He was really happy to be there,
Yeah, good guy.
Do you think people can appreciate a guy like Jesse James because of what he does? I think initially you hear, he makes bikes, and he's a
he just makes bikes. You know what I mean? Like again, I don't know much about motorcycles, and this much what I'm about to say I learned from Fred. Fred will talk in a minute because he just showed up. But I didn't realize that to me a motorcycle is a motorcycle, and that there are guys who make motorcycles that's like a piece of art if you're into motorcycles.
It really is. I mean, it's one of the few things that you can buy. I mean, when he was talking, he said the most expensive motorcycle that he made was $300,000. When you think about a handcrafted, personalized motor vehicle for you, that's a bargain. I mean, if you can afford $300,000.
That was the other great part of the show this morning was when he offered Howard a bike, to make Howard a bike, and Howard said, first of all, listen, I could buy my own bike.
There are a million...
Tim came to my office and started jumping up and down again and going, I can't believe he's not going to take the bike. Why won't he take the bike? He's got to take the bike.
Tim was very excited out there.
What he should do is he should get a Howard wig and go up to him and say, I was just kidding out there. I mean, I really want the bike. Now send it to Tim's address.
Now, Fred, you're an expert in this field. I
don't know about an expert, but...
you're knowledgeable there. How good is Jesse James at what he does?
He's definitely one of the top 5 bike builders that there are around. I mean, somebody brought up Indy and Larry today, rest in peace. He was one of the greats, too. And, there are guys that are like that. And I really think it's like the last frontier in terms of like customized cars and bikes and things like that. People don't customize cars that much anymore because I think they all look the same and they all look like jelly beans. But at least with a motorcycle, it's like the last frontier. It's kind of like being a cowboy.
That Orange County Choppers, are those guys just an interesting show, or are they really good motorcycle makers?
You know what? The jury's out on them. The real aficionados of bike building, they poo-poo them. And I'm one of the few people that doesn't, because I think anybody that brings bikes into the collective consciousness of the United States and makes them more acceptable and makes them appealing to the masses, that was one of the things that Jesse was talking about this morning. When you're riding in traffic, people have no respect for motorcyclists. I mean, they barely have enough respect for other cars.
Well, I think
when you're on a motorcycle, you're very vulnerable.
I don't know why this pisses me off. I'm always very respectful. Like a motorcycle guy, if he's in front of me, I like to be very far behind because I always think if he falls, I don't want to run him over.
Right.
The thing that always pisses me off about a motorcycle guy is when he goes between cars.
Something, I agree with that. And I think in New York State, I mean, there's certain places in the country where I think that's legal. I don't think in New York State that is legal, and I agree. I think it's a dangerous practice, and I think people should not do that because it freaks people out.
Well, also, a motorcycle guy, like on the highway, they always show up in your blind spot when they do that.
Well, that again, it's like that comes down to bad motorcycle riding. I mean, I used to ride a lot when I was like 14, 15, 16 years old. I rode a motorcycle before I ever drove a car, and I got a motorcycle again about maybe 10 years ago. I hadn't ridden in years. Maintained my license, hadn't ridden in years, and I, when I decided I was going to go back, I signed up for a motorcycle safety course, took a series of lessons, read a lot of books, and that's one of the reasons I feel fairly confident when I'm riding on the road, because they'll teach you where not to ride in the blind spot, what not to do, the stupid things that you can do to get yourselves in the trauma unit.
All this talk about safety, so that brings me to a question. You've known Howard longer than me. Mm-hmm. Is in your time with the show, was there ever any chance that Howard's getting on a motorcycle?
Not unless Bianca and Beth were like being held for ransom or something. There's no way that he would do it.
On Thursday's wrap-up show, Sal came by, and I don't know how it came up, but we got started talking about Robin again.
And Sal at first was trying to explain himself, but then he broke down a little bit, and it led to a lot of good conversation, a lot of controversy, and Robin eventually coming in here to confront him on what's going on in Sal's mind. And I've been trying to figure that out for 3.5 years. But it was a good show, and watch for yourself.
Why are you so glum?
I'm not glum. Just waiting for my beating.
You seem glum.
I'm on standby.
Why do you say that every time? I'm waiting for my beating.
Because whenever I express myself on this godforsaken shithole, I get ripped apart the next day. No, I do. And you know what? I'm going to. Maybe this is a good
what
thing.
are we talking about here? Are we talking about the game, or are we talking about how you verbally attacked Robin?
Which godforsaken shithole are you referring to?
Okay, I know I attacked Robin. I didn't view it as an attack. I knew I attacked Robin. I didn't view it as an attack. It came off as an attack.
Well, how would you view it?
You just
said, I know I attacked.
Without being redundant, it was constructive criticism that she took personally. And I know a lot of people feel that way, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I offended Robin. That wasn't my intent. But, if somebody else gave criticism, it wouldn't be as bad. I always have to be the guy that stepped on in the
that's
end.
not true.
That's wrong.
That's just not true.
No, it is. It's true.
It is.
Because I'm the only one. I'm the only one who gave Robin good advice, as far as I'm concerned.
No, you're the only one that gave her that advice, and you think it's good advice, and that's you could think that. But
you're not better than me, Gary, to tell me.
I'm not saying I'm better than you. I'm saying you don't have the ability to recognize that you took a solid 10 minutes on the wrap-up show to talk about how Robin is literally single-handedly fucking up the show, and it's your opinion that she's fucking up the show, and we don't say a word, and we let you say whatever you want, and you don't have the ability to think that she might be offended by that.
Well, you interpret it as me saying she fucked up the show. I said I would prefer if she just slowed down a little bit. And that's what I really said.
Slow down. Did you know your place. Slow the fuck down.
And that's it. And then it just turns to this whole... So, you know what? I'm not going to express my opinions anymore on you guys. Because when I do, everybody gets into a tizzy. Everybody gets all upset. It's not worth it.
Actually, you probably get called on the carpet about 1 out of every 10 times you express your opinion, because you express your opinion a lot. But but seriously, when you were talking, did it not hit you in the head that Robin might not appreciate that? Were you surprised when Robin grabbed you in the hallway?
I lost a little sleep the night before.
Did she just?
It started hitting me like, oh boy, I wonder how she's going to interpret this. I hope I didn't. I felt bad about it. I thought it was.
But why would you feel bad? It's just.
I was
opinion.
a little harsh,
but it's an opinion. It wasn't an attack.
It was tough love.
Right, like when you said that Howard's tongue had Robin's feet mark on it. Like was that?
It's got a Reebok mark.
Well,
Reebok mark.
Sometimes you have to paint the picture to get your point across, and I felt at that moment that was the case. And I have no ill will towards Robin. She told me to fuck off. God bless her. Whatever she wants.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but what happened? She just grabbed you in the kitchen and said, fuck off?
She was in the kitchen.
Or did you say something to her first? Like, did you say, hey, I love you? Or
no, I didn't say, hey, I love you.
Hey, Robin, listen, about that you suck thing.
I said something like, hello, Robin. She's like, should I say hello back, or would I be talking too much? And
you go, really? What do you mean?
And I said, really? What do you mean? I really did. And
just in
she's
case.
like, and she goes, Sal. I'm like, Robin, as soon as I said that, and I did, and I said it on the show too. She goes, love you, schmuff. You don't start with that bullshit. Just because you have, and she really laced into me. She's like, just because you have problems at home and blah, 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 and you have the ability to stand up to your wife and you have issues with women, you think you could take it out on me. I'm like, no, it's not. That's not the case at all. I go, Robin, that's not the case. I go, I just want to let you know that in certain circumstances, I think you chime. And she's like, fuck off. And she turned around with her cup of celery juice that's going to go up her ass in the next 5 minutes. And I said, Robin, I go, let me... She goes, take another step. I'm throwing this in your face. And I'm like, whoa, and that was it. And
you know what the greatest part is?
I feel, the thing is, I really feel bad. I don't like to have tension between people, especially your coworkers and your friends. I feel bad about it, but it bothers me. Like, I don't know, like I expressed how I felt, but it's not worth it.
I don't think you expressed it in a way that somebody would like. You thought it was constructive, but it really did come across as a bit of an attack. And my favorite part, by the way, is how you made a point of telling us that day, I'm not going to be one of those fucking assholes that says, I love you, Robin, but. And all you've ever said, starting every sentence, including when you saw her in there, was, I love you.
Yeah, that's true. But I said that I'm not going to be an asshole that says, I love you, but, because I really do love her. Like, I'm not going to be a liar. That's what I meant. Like after, on the show every
I'll take
day.
500 shares of Woodgistas, please.
You need a decipher from like the Da Vinci Code to figure out what Sal means when he says shit.
When you get caught in a conversation with Sal, I do understand why he was so successful at selling stock, because he really tells you. Like sometimes I would walk out of there confused.
Well, that's because he says 3 different opinions that often contradict each other in one statement.
I said what I meant.
What?
And
Robin walks all over Howard?
That I care about Robin, but I felt lately she's been chiming in too much, and I meant that. And I expressed it in maybe in a harsh way that she took offense to it, and I'm sorry that she took offense.
Can I just ask,
I don't like I don't like the tension. I do like Robin, and I think she's great at what she
assuming your
does.
criticism comes from a sincere place, did it ever occur to you that maybe a 25-year broadcasting veteran didn't want to hear the opinion of a stockbroker?
More like a 30-year veteran. Robin's been on there for like 30 years.
A wise man learns from a fool. A fool learns from no one.
What?
It's exactly what I said. If you guys can't interpret that,
a wise man learns from a fool, and a fool learns from no one.
So that means there's always something you can learn, whether God...
No, what it means is
a
fool has the inability to learn nothing, but a wise man should listen to the fool.
Yeah, you can learn from a fool's mistakes. You can learn from a fool and a fool's actions. But there's always advice to be given.
So who are you in this scenario? Who are you?
Unfortunately, I'm the fool because Robin has the experience, so I'm putting Robin on the pedestal here. But she can learn. So you can always learn something.
But I'm just saying it was unsolicited. Like if she had come to you with a friend
Richard Roper have the right to tell somebody how to direct a film? No, but he could critique it. Yet he has no experience in that field.
By your
side, I have experience. You're not a little bit, not as much as Robin.
Technically, you're not here to critique. Richard's hired to critique. That's
and that
a big
goes
difference.
back to my first statement. I'm done giving my opinion and critiquing.
Oh, put the $1,000 on the table right now. There's no way you're done.
As much as it pains me, I'm done.
You're not done.
Honesty is dead.
And you're the fool, and you've learned nothing based on your analogy?
No, a wise man learns from a fool. A fool learns from no one.
So who have you learned from?
I've learned to keep my mouth shut. I've learned from this fool myself, I guess.
Jack in Long Island, you're on the wrap-up show.
Yeah,
I think that's an Aesop fable or something. Look it up. It's on Google.
Yeah, hi. I'd like to talk to Sal about what's going on with him.
Oh, this is Ronnie Munt.
Who?
I could tell. I could smell the Metamucil coming off your skin.
Yeah, well, hey, dude.
Yeah, I can smell.
You know what, dude? You do
Hold
this.
on.
You do this
Yeah,
every time.
Take that diaper you have around your ass and wrap it around your mouth.
You do this.
Please?
You do this every time. You cause trouble for yourself.
I do.
And then you cry like a baby.
I'm not crying one bit. I'm just learning my lesson.
Now you did it with Robin. Then
I didn't do anything with Robin.
Like a little baby.
Ronnie, I'm not being a baby
Jack,
here. I'm learning, Ronnie,
like
that I shouldn't
baby,
express myself because you get in trouble.
Baby, man, you don't quit.
Baby, just the opposite of a very, very old person.
Go lock yourself in your room, like I told you a long time ago. Go lock yourself in a room there.
Ronnie, I'm sorry, Ronnie, that you have to ride my coattails for attention, but your point is your point is just worthless. It's just stupid.
My point is so right.
No, it's not
because
right. I expressed myself about Robin. Robin got upset. I'm upset that she's upset. It's not worth it.
Who are you to express yourself about Robin?
And who are you to tell me what I should and should not do?
Because you're hired here to be a writer.
And you're hired to be a Howard's driver, so shut the fuck up and drive.
I do.
What are you doing calling in on a show?
I'm waiting for him. I'm busy.
All right, so wait.
Whoa, settle down, everybody. Now,
Jesus Christ, this guy.
Hold on, Sal.
Asshole.
Wait a second.
You're a stupid asshole.
Now, Jack, doesn't Sal have the right to express his opinion?
No, not. Why should he? Who is he?
I mean,
nobody.
if he's asked a question, he's simply answering it.
Nobody asked him to make it give opinion on Robin, whether she should talk more or talk less. Who is he? He's nobody.
Robin's here.
Hold off on the break. Robin's here.
Benjy, can you come right here, Robin? So
I'm in the hall, and people just keep telling me stuff about Sal saying various things. Why is this still going on?
Well,
didn't you have your say? I
said
heard
I felt bad.
No, he's not. He hasn't been degrading you. What he's saying is...
No, but he said he was delivering a communication. I got it.
He doesn't know. We were asking him how he could go off for 20 minutes and give his opinion. I put in quotation marks. And I said, did you not think that it might come back to bite you? And he goes, no, not really.
Well, when somebody said Sal didn't understand, I said he could stop there. He doesn't have to put anything after that sentence. Sal doesn't understand anything.
That's true.
Just say that. I don't understand.
I don't understand.
I would egg you on, Robin, but right before you walked in, Sal's like pretty much on suicide watch right now.
No, I'm not. Ronnie told me that Sal said he's losing sleep. I said, you shouldn't tell me that.
Yeah, because we feel bad.
So, Robin, did you take Sal's advice to heart?
Oh, shut up, John.
Do you really think I would take
Never.
Sal's advice for anything?
No. But clearly, I mean, you yelled at him in the kitchen, so something must have bugged you one way or the other.
Sal isn't attacking me. Sal is attacking all women when he talks
That's
to me.
what she said in the
And
email?
that's what I don't mind an attack on me. Like I said, when he said Artie did something wrong, it was Artie did something wrong. When he says, something to me, it's like, know your place. Well, where would my place be?
This week in Arizona.
Howard's at the window. He sees Robin talking to Sal, and he's got this quizzical look on his face, like, should I go in there? And then he just left.
He's like, so what would your advice to Sal be?
I don't have any advice for Sal, because if I try to give Sal advice, because quite frankly, when I was talking to him on the air, I was trying to explain to him what a Google search is, which I don't think he understands. And I got, know your place. Shut up. Stop piping up over there. So I can't give Sal advice.
Robin brings up a good point. Like, when you fight with Artie, why don't you tell Artie to know his place?
Because Artie threw a CD at my eyeball.
Are you still angry at him, Robin?
I'm not angry at all. I didn't even know this was going on. And people are telling me. I said, but the worst thing to tell me is that I made you lose sleep, because I'll keep you up the rest of your life.
Kind of cool show happening today. Jimmy Kimmel, who I saw this weekend, by the way, we were hanging out.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Jimmy and his cousin Sal.
He's dating his cousin Sal.
Yeah.
No, Sarah.
Well, I did have some alone time with Jimmy.
Yeah.
And I got to ask him about, Sarah Silverman.
Did he open up?
He opened up, but, when a guy opens up to you in private, this is the problem with me associating with people outside of the show. They kind of give you they preface their statements by saying, look, this is some stuff I'm going to talk to you about.
It's embargoed.
And all I'll tell you about that, I'm embargoed. But I'll ask him about it on the air, and we'll see how clean he comes. But
yeah, but you know what? Do you really care more about Jimmy than the show? Fuck him over. Really?
Well,
let's go.
Yeah, that's
anyway,
right.
I am a man of my word.
Are you ever going to get better information out of him?
Yeah. But I got to tell you something. This is how bad I am with people. This is another story of how bad I am. Jimmy began to open up to me about him and Sarah and, what was going on.
And was really open, huh?
And then afterwards, like Beth said to me, well, what did Jimmy say? I said, I don't know.
You had no idea? You didn't even listen? You blanked out?
I think I listened, but I didn't understand what he was saying. It didn't make any sense to me.
I think the only reason you listen to me in those situations is because you're so fascinated how fucked up I am. Heroin is like something.
He's really fascinated about interpersonal relationships.
Yeah, but I think maybe it's boring to him now.
I listen to you because we're on the air together.
That's
geez.
I can.
So in a
hear
year and a
you
half,
on the
I
air.
should stop calling.
If Jimmy talked to me on the air, I would understand everything.
Right.
I mean, you'd question him. You don't even ask questions.
No,
in
I
these
meant even
situations.
personally.
I did, Robin.
Even when I call you, you listen.
Yeah. But I even said to Jimmy, I said, I don't understand what you say. In other words, okay, you guys broke up and you're explaining it, but I still
you don't get it.
I still don't know. I don't even know that you really told me anything here. I don't understand. And then he started again to tell me stuff. And maybe he was just being guarded or whatever, but
I have I've had that experience where people are saying a lot of words, but I don't understand anything they're saying.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you.
They're usually foreign people.
I swear to you, I am as in the dark
as before.
And
Oh,
the only
good.
thing I know is
Dear.
what Jimmy has said publicly, that she broke up with him.
So basically, you are saying everything you know on the show, so that's good.
Yeah, I am. I mean, I could tell you everything he said, but it doesn't make any sense. So, you know, he'll come in here, and whatever he's comfortable talking about, we'll
He probably
go
isn't
to.
comfortable talking about any of it.
Probably not.
On the air.
No.
All right, Jimmy Kimmel's here, man. Old friend of the show. We got a lot of old friends here. We don't have no new friends. We got only old friends. What the fuck?
Kind of like you.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck you. Come on in.
Jimmy.
Hey, what's
Morning.
happening?
How you doing, man?
Good, thanks. I thought you were going to come to my hotel room and wake me up there.
I wish.
With this thing.
So what brings you down to the show today?
What do you think brings me down to the show?
What are you talking about?
Oh, I have a lot of important things to talk about on the show. Gary's penis.
What you're talking about right now?
Yeah. No, I had a similar thing done to my penis, so I feel like I can add a lot to the conversation.
You're going to share your experience with us
Yes,
today about that?
I'll help make men in their cars crouch over throughout the morning today.
All right, Jimmy Kimmel's here. Bring in Jimmy.
Jimmy, you gained weight.
No, that's Artie. There's Jimmy. Jimmy's actually lost weight.
Look at Jimmy.
Jimmy's thinner. Good to see you. Artie is... Actually, Artie's
Hi.
thinner, too. Hey, James.
Hello, Howard. I
Host
can't hear
of-
anything in my headphones, but my cans.
Host
Oh.
of Jimmy Kimmel Live.
Don't act like you haven't seen Howard. We heard you spent the weekend together.
Yeah, we made love.
I thought that was going to be our secret.
No, that wasn't a secret. It was
Oh.
just, you know what it is?
What?
When I hang out with Jimmy, I feel kind of like I disappoint him.
What?
Why?
Because when I'm not on the radio, I'm not a whole lot of fun, and I'm actually kind of quiet and not all that witty. And I think Jimmy kind of worships
Are
me a
you
little bit.
fishing for compliments?
No. Jimmy, I'm being serious. Jimmy,
welcome to the show, Jim.
Jimmy looks up to me.
That's true. That is true.
And so you expect that he expects something.
Like I had
more.
Jimmy's stories, like when he was in high school, he listened to me, or someone sent him a tape, and he wanted to go into radio. I don't know what the whole thing is, but then like
Is this your way of saying you want Fred to play music and for me to go on?
No, it's him saying he wants Ralph to play
but
music.
it's always awkward because I know, probably Jimmy's expecting this great guy to hang out with him, and I'm I'm really not a lot of fun, as Beth will tell you.
I disagree. We did have a lot of fun, and I have a lot of fun. I'm not. What do you think I'm expecting? I'm not expecting Robin Williams bouncing off the wall.
That would be annoying.
But I know, like, you like to sit and, like Jimmy came out to see me, so it was like, then I feel obligated that, we should be together.
Yeah, well, that is one of the things when you go visit
When you
somebody,
visit
actually see
someone,
them.
they actually are supposed to be with you.
You should do the Great Gatsby. You should just never show up.
Well, after Jimmy left, I said to Beth, I said, Jimmy's a great guy. Everyone knows I love Jimmy. I think Jimmy's a really together great guy.
Together?
Yeah, he's got it
pretty
together.
Robin.
Yeah, he is pretty together.
Robin, you're sitting on a pot of coffee. How dare you judge?
Well, nobody said I was together.
I really like Jimmy. No one could be an easier house guest. I even like his cousin Sal.
He's an easy house guest?
I am.
Sal, yeah, because Sal is like that wall. He doesn't say anything. He stands
You
there.
just like a potted plant.
He was nervous. He's not usually like that.
But I said,
You give Sal a sports sticker, he's fine for
I said to Beth afterwards, I said, Jimmy coming out to the house makes me realize I don't think I want people coming out to the house. So she goes,
Good, thanks, Jim.
this is positive. She said, why? She goes, no one could be easier than Jimmy. Like, Jimmy's so great. I said, that's right. And the fact of the matter is...
Everybody else is a pain in the butt?
No. I said, even I can't handle that because I couldn't even sleep when Jimmy was over because it was like... I'm like, oh my God, Jimmy's probably awake and he wants to
Let
get
me
together.
go down and see
I
what
gotta
he's
go
doing.
So I'm up at 5 a.m. checking to see if Jimmy's
Well, who's up at 5 in the morning looking to get together with their...
I'm neurotic. I can't have people
He doesn't
over.
want Jimmy to be walking around while he's sleeping.
You know what you got to do, Jim, is you got to just... Howard knew I'd be asleep till 3 p.m.
And then at 9 a.m. I was going to have a chess lesson. I felt guilty. I said to Beth, is it okay that I'm having a chess lesson? Because what if, it was for an hour. So I was like, she goes, well, I guess so, but Jimmy's your guest, and he's here. And I go, but I want my chess lesson, too. You mean Jimmy can't hang out with his cousin and do stuff?
No, I'm fine. I don't like to get up early anyway. But in fact, I actually intentionally, I got up what I thought was early. I got up at I made sure to get up at 9:30. So around when your chess lesson was over, then we
could hang out.
Yeah,
You should have combined the two and had Jimmy give you a chess lesson.
Yeah.
Why don't you just say to your guests, you know what? I got a chess lesson at 9 or whatever, and do whatever you want, and I'll see you in the afternoon or something.
I'm just not good. I feel guilty.
Everything is very well scheduled.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're very well scheduled.
You know what's happening when you go there. It's almost on a list.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad Jimmy went. Now I have someone I can call to ask how the house looks.
When you straighten yourself out, you might get up.
Well, yeah, they don't want, like, crazy drug people knocking at the door.
What, me and 3 cops aren't fun to have over your house?
But so I always feel like...
You don't want Artie making an escape.
And then the other weird aspect is, like, I'm hanging out with Jimmy, and where Jimmy and I were having a private conversation. And I even said to Beth, I'm going to ask Jimmy about Sarah. Did you hear my rap about this morning?
No, I couldn't get my series.
Dude, you and fucking Sarah went through weird shit. Howard told us on the air. What the fuck, man?
I would never do
Thank God you got out of there.
With a midget? A midget?
It wasn't a midget. He was just short.
No, I said, Jimmy and I were talking. I even said to Robin this morning, I said, I sat with Jimmy. We talked for a half hour, an hour privately about a bunch of things, but one of the things being what happened with Jimmy and Sarah. I need an explanation because I was close with Jimmy and Sarah as a couple. And I said to Robin, I have no idea what Jimmy's talking about.
He says, first of all, of course, it was not for the air, but in the same, he said he went to Beth and he couldn't tell her what you said.
Because immediately, after we had the conversation, Beth wanted to come down, but she saw we were talking privately.
Oh.
She said to me, okay, so what did Jimmy say about Sarah?
Right.
I said, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck he said.
For Howard to listen to you, you have to work Howard into the conversation.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know what I said either. I mean, I don't know.
It was the lamest, most
He
mysterious.
said he's not sure you know why you broke up.
When a chick asks me what their day, if I want to hear what their day was like, I'm like, only if I'm in it.
Yeah.
I wish it could have been more interesting, but
no, it wasn't that it wasn't interesting. I just didn't understand.
He said you were saying things, but he couldn't understand what you were saying.
I don't understand what I'm saying most of the time either. So.
But maybe he wasn't not that interesting. Maybe it wasn't interesting.
And then also it's awkward because Jimmy says to me, look, this is private. So I said, okay, well, so what does that mean? I
can't call the Inquirer?
Here's the problem is that I know you would like me to talk to you about these things mostly because you're curious about this stuff, but I know that
mostly because he's a yenta.
It's hard for you to remember what is okay to talk about and what isn't okay to talk about. Right. So for your own protection, I feel like
that was smart.
Maybe you didn't tell him anything.
Well, he didn't. I'm telling you.
I know I did. I told you everything. I mean, I told you everything that was there. It's not that interesting. Sometimes
it was
people just don't.
Boring.
Something happens.
Horribly
I don't know
boring.
what it is.
It was terrible, actually.
It's unpleasant,
There was no good stories.
There were
Nobody
no
had
events.
any great problems, like, they were harboring.
The sex was good, right?
Yeah. It was, I mean, for you. For me, it was. Yeah.
The sex was good.
You haven't checked with her?
I think I could safely assume it wasn't that great for her.
But the public thing was...
Can I taste your juice?
The public thing was that she broke up with you, supposedly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Both times?
No, actually, I broke up the first time. She broke up the second time.
See, that's something I didn't know.
Yeah.
No.
Who's going to break up the third time?
I don't think they're getting back together.
Is it over? Howard
we
said
have
he
the
could
rubber
get
match.
you. Howard said he could get you two back together
can't.
if you just gave him a little time. Now you think you can't.
Well, he can't even listen to Jimmy talk about the problem.
He couldn't stay in the room.
No, I listened. I didn't understand it.
You know what? You should interrogate her. That should be what you do because maybe you'll get more. But
alone, like in a situation like that.
I'm not the kind of person that looks for reasons afterwards. It's if you don't like me, I don't like you, and that's
well. Then why did you break up with her?
Oh, I don't even know. I just felt just depressed and just felt like that was something that I felt like that was the reason why I was depressed, and then I became even more depressed
after you broke up.
After we broke up, yes.
You heard the music.
I know. What's the music? Fred, you kill it with the music.
He does.
I was almost on the hook.
Yeah,
I almost started crying.
Wait, I missed it. What did you say?
I asked. So he broke up with Sarah the first time.
Yeah, so you're getting more out of him than I did.
You needed me there.
I told you that.
I know. I needed
Well, now that Howard's listening because it's on the air.
No, I listened. I really did listen.
And he said
I could tell you everything he said
Wait
because he didn't say anything.
I'm going to tell you what he just said.
Yeah.
So he was suffering having a depression.
Right.
He decided it was the relationship that was depressing him.
He didn't tell me that.
He broke up, and then he got more depressed.
Do you
so
understand?
that's
You
why
missed
he,
it.
More or less.
Yeah.
More or less.
Do you understand how bad that sounds? Like men want to have the perfect woman, and in a sense, Sarah is beautiful, and she's funny,
Talented,
she's smart,
funny. Oh, my
great
God.
conversationalist, and we still get bored. This is what happens.
It's not even bored, really. But you're right, though. Yeah, it is. It's troubling because you think, oh, if I can't stay in a relationship with this person for a long time,
Right, that's
Then
there
I
isn't
can't do
anyone.
it.
Yeah,
Right.
And that's what starts to depress you.
yeah, exactly. And it's starting again right now.
Is it that you think the two of you are just not in love with each other anymore? Like the love left?
Well, they
Yeah.
were in love at your
Yeah.
wedding.
You guys were all over each other at the wedding.
Holy Christ, I had to make out with my shitty food.
I mean, you really were. And
But-
it was so I guess at some point the two of you just realized, like, yeah, we like each other, but we're not in love with each other.
I guess so. Yeah. She decided that.
Oh, she decided.
That was funny at the wedding.
You're in love with her.
No, I'm not. I told you.
Were.
Yes, but when it's over for me, it's
over. You close the door.
I close the door.
Right.
Sometimes
But
I put my
open the
penis
door-
through the keyhole.
Yeah, but you open the door.
If he opens the door, he'll be in love again.
You close the door, but you open the door again.
Let's put it this way. When the door's closed on me, the door is closed.
Right.
Yeah, but
When I
Jim,
close the door.
Jim, for every door that closes, one opens.
You're right. You're right.
And the one you better
So
open
are
is
you,
the heroin
are you
door.
on a tear now?
Oh, yeah, I'm on a real tear.
He's fucking all of Hollywood.
He's having sex with cousin Sal.
Let me tell you what I did last night.
He's having homosexual incest.
I went to dinner with my friends Alex and Martha Wallow, who listen to the show, and had a huge steak, and then almost was pretending to make conversation outside the restaurant where I was almost certain I was going to shit my pants. And then I got in the cab and desperately tried not to shit my pants, and then thought it might be funnier for the show tomorrow if I did shit my pants.
Who cares about shitting in a cab? You've never done that?
You mean you had a big steak?
Yes,
And it
immediately it became
went through you.
an angry ball of shit.
Jim,
that
you're
wanted
not
to
a New
come out.
Yorker. Sometimes you shit in a cab just to make it smell better.
And then you wanted to take a shit. And why didn't you do it at the restaurant? Or are you too embarrassed?
Oh no, not at
You
the
would
restaurant.
never
Plus,
shit
everyone knows I come out sweating. I have to take off most of my clothes. So then I get upstairs, and I know this is going to happen because there's a nightmare happening. Is that my cousin Sal has the key to the room in his pocket, and there's no way he's just flipping the door open and letting me run right through. There's going to
Did you tell Sal you had to shit?
Oh, I told him I had to shit, and I realized that was a terrible
Wait
mistake.
a minute. You don't have your own room? You and Sal are in the same room?
Yes.
What the fuck are you talking about?
This is getting worse.
Sal's on the show. They didn't get a...
Well, they didn't,
They didn't fly him here.
They tell you can bring somebody out with you,
Jim, that is fucked. What are you doing?
Well, the truth is, I brought two people. I brought Jill Lederman, our producer, so she had a room, and then Sal and I stayed. We don't mind. We like staying in the same room.
Holy mackerel.
You really aren't in show business.
I guess not.
Really?
Jim, they used to get everybody at Mad TV their own room.
I'm not on Mad TV.
Yeah, well, actually, Nightline, they've got 4 people in a room there.
Martin
Courtney
Bashir has like
Thorne-Smith.
17 people living in a room with him.
Hey, would you? So did he get the key open in time and you took a shit?
He did, but there was some torment time where he held the key up and showed it to me and waved it to me, and I was like, "Open that fucking door! Will you open that fucking door?"
Or you're fired.
We're gonna shit all over you.
Don't make me shit in Jim Belushi's room again.
That's right.
Would you have Sarah on as a guest on your show?
Not right now. I don't
Wow.
think. Eventually, maybe.
Wow.
Yeah. Really? Is that interesting?
Yeah, that is interesting. Not good enough.
We're just really booked
what
up.
are you talking about? Not good
No,
enough.
it's not
No,
good
it's because
enough.
she's doing every other show. She's busy.
There's no openings at your show?
You know what? We've got a lot of bookings right now. And no, I don't know. I just think it might be
Awkward. But it'd be fun.
might be more unpleasant than it would be worse.
Sarah, there's a very funny stripper I met who's doing a set.
Why would it be unpleasant?
Well, why do you think?
Because but she was, listen, when you were going out with her,
yeah,
she was on the show like every week.
Well, not that much.
I mean,
yeah.
a lot.
She was like your brother Theodore.
And now all of a sudden there's no presence of her like she was doing the.
Well,
I'm
it's not
fucking
like
Matt
people
Damon.
like, where is she? I mean, she was on maybe twice a year. I mean, it wasn't like
Is that
she
true?
was, Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was more.
But she was on in the time that you two got back together.
Yes, she was.
Listen, I've been on 5 times, and twice when I was on. Sarah
was on.
Jimmy's going to hang out with us all morning. He's going to be here for a while. Ben Stiller is waiting in our green room.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, so what we'll do...
What he's saying is a bigger star has now...
No, Jimmy's hanging out, being part of the show. He'll be here during the Ben Stiller
You
interview.
can sit there while Ben is...
Right.
If Ben Stiller's sitting here and Adam Sandler comes in, we'll have Sandler.
That's Jimmy's cousin, Sal.
Oh, this is the guy you spent the weekend with?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
He's a nice guy. I was a little worried about him, but he's a nice guy.
Sounds very quiet, yeah.
He's another Tom Cruise lover, this kid.
Hey, Jimmy.
Yeah.
What's going on now? Do you have to leave?
I think I have to leave soon because I have to do Regis and Kelly.
You're doing Regis and Kelly.
Without Regis.
Sans Regis.
Yeah.
And Sal, you're going over there too?
I'm going to head over there, yeah.
Well, all right.
He can stay if you want.
I understand your cousin Sam's here.
So am I saying goodbye to you? I don't want to hold you here.
I think we have to
all
leave,
right.
unfortunately. Sadly.
Sal, good seeing you. It was nice spending time with you. Jimmy, I wish you continued success. I hope these upfronts, whatever they are, go well for you.
Now I feel weird about the next time. I feel weird about visiting you because I feel like...
You mean visiting him at home?
Yeah, because I feel like we always get the
me.
honest account, but then I feel like I'm making you uncomfortable when I'm at your house.
Not at all. I love being with you. We go away on vacation together. What's the matter with you?
Well, I don't, because you said then you feel like you have to entertain me. You don't have to entertain
me. Don't worry.
me.
I'm
self-entertaining.
Believe me, and so am I.
Okay, good.
How dare you? Look, I don't know what's going on in your romantic life. I'm sorry
Is he dating? You didn't even find out for us.
I would never ask. I don't know
I'm
what
dating
he's doing.
Neil Patrick Harris.
You're not the type of guy that we're not going to open up the tabloids and see you're dating like every woman in Hollywood. Now that you're free of Sarah and you're a single guy.
Not.
You're not. You're not going to womanize.
What are you going to do?
You know,
are
I'm
you
not
going
like
to
that.
a dating service? Are you? What are you doing? Millionaire matchmaker?
I'm on that Ashley Madison.
Well, he
you're
has
on
a
Ashley Madison. You only date married women.
Yes, I'm only fucking married women.
Well, Jimmy has a certain type. I think he's going to ask Elaine Boozler.
And so the dating will begin. The dating will commence as soon as you get over Sarah.
Theoretically, yes. I guess so. Yes.
Excellent. We can't wait for that. Who will it be? Jennifer Love Hewitt?
Well, who will the lucky lady
will
be?
Will you be picking up women on the show? Will you do that move?
No, I don't think so. I can't imagine that will happen.
Who are your guests for the rest of the week when you get back to L.A.? We'll pick out one for you.
Ben Stiller. I really don't know who the guests are, to be honest with you.
Do you fantasize that you'll be with another famous woman? I mean, Sarah was famous.
Was that fun?
I've decided never, ever to go out with another famous person.
Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Unless they're really, really good looking.
Kathleen Turner.
Why?
Yeah. Maybe another hot Jewish comedian like a Whoopi Goldberg.
There's nothing I hate more than being the subject of... I don't like being the subject of speculation. I don't like people being interested in my life like that.
But aren't
so you got into the right business.
But aren't people going to always be interested in your life?
Not nearly. It's exponential when it's two famous people. Nobody cares about who other, like nobody cares about who Conan is dating. Right?
Well, because Conan's married.
Yeah, but nobody cared beforehand, and nobody cares that he's married.
I think they would. Well, you're saying because she's not in the business, is what you're saying.
Right.
Oh, I see. So when you're dating another famous person,
I'm going to try to be more like Conan.
You're going to try and be like Conan O'Brien.
Yes.
That sounds like makes a lot of sense.
You better get better writers.
But it is possible because you're in Hollywood and you meet the girls you meet are girls who come on your show who are in fact famous, and a lot of these. Actresses and stuff. I mean, it's hard to resist.
I say it's not hard for them to resist.
No.
I think you ought to fix him up with Renee Zellweger.
Oh,
yeah.
I could have fucked her on the set of The Bachelor. I let her off the hook.
Renee Zellweger.
No, I know she's. No, that's
have
not.
You met
I'm not
her?
interested in that. I have met her.
You've had her on the show?
I think so.
Not attracted to Renee Zellweger?
It has nothing to do with it.
What? Would you never think about fucking her?
No,
really
don't. I wouldn't. I'm not interested.
If I was single, I would fuck Renee Zellweger. I would.
You could get her at Bridget Jones' Diary.
I told you I don't
fantasize?
want to go out with anyone famous.
But wait a second. You don't fantasize like maybe a night with Carmen Electra or nothing like that?
That's not my thing.
What do you mean, not your thing?
Well, wait a minute. What about some supermodel?
Explain that to me. What do you mean you can't take Carmen Electra?
I need... I think there has to be some depth there for me.
Oh, so supermodels are all stupid?
So Sarah was so deep.
Yeah.
I'll put it this way. Sarah would never do this. Carmen Electra...
Look, I said Jimmy was deep.
Carmen Electra was once asked on a talk show, what's the one thing she couldn't live without? And after she thought for a minute, she said food. So, I don't think Sarah would ever do that.
That's a good answer.
But do you think that Sarah will date someone famous?
I don't know.
Does she
no
need
idea.
that?
No, I don't think so.
She doesn't need that. So, well, it'll be interesting to see what you end up doing. Sal, what do you think? Sal, you're married.
I'm married, yeah.
So, but
Jimmy
what do you
is,
think?
I wasn't supposed to say anything, but he's secretly dating a pizza chef, this guy Chris Bianco. I'm not even kidding. He flies him out. The guy stayed with him for like a week, and then there's another chef that comes in, Adam Perry Lang, and they cook, and that's his focus right now.
You love to cook, right? That's your thing.
I do, yeah. I love
You're
to
a
eat.
cook?
Yeah. I do. Yeah.
By the way, fucking a pizza chef where I'm from is not
Rob,
gay.
You should try eating food. It's delicious.
I'm going to do that when I do that.
Yeah, that sounds crazy. All right. So, and also, will you and Sarah become friends in the future where she will be able to come on the show?
No, we will not.
You will not become friends.
I don't know.
It's going to be a major
I like that
showbiz
answer.
feud that lasts centuries.
I agree with you. You're not going to become friends.
Listen, I got enough friends.
Right. You will not go the route of Johnny Carson and date some of the, tea time players or, you will not.
No.
Yeah, have the girls on your show. Hire
I don't
them
have
just
any
to date
tea time
them.
players.
You don't?
No, I don't. No, it's not my,
Right.
You know me. It's not my
Look,
thing.
Howard, he was on the Man Show and never fucked one of the juggies.
Not only did
But he was married.
Not only didn't I fuck any of them, I would hide in my room reading from them. I didn't want to be part of it.
Will Leno,
They don't want to read with you?
Let me, before you leave, because I know you have to go, will Leno's new show fail? I'm talking about this. Now, you're in the late night game. You spend a lot of time on your show, and I know you do a lot of hard work, and people should watch Jimmy's show. But will you take a look at Leno's new show? And you've probably given this some evaluation. You probably even have research on this. Don't you think, this is what I think, Leno made the biggest mistake of his career, not staying in late night television?
I think it would have been safer to go to ABC. Yeah, for him to go to ABC at 11:30. Yes.
But that would have been horrible for you. You wouldn't want him at 11:30.
Not necessarily, because it would be a better lead-in than Nightline, and perhaps there would have been other networks that were interested in me.
But you told me you would never follow Leno.
That's right. You said you were going to leave.
No, but I changed that eventually.
Oh, did you?
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
You thought it through.
Yeah.
You said, I'll go on at 12:30, Leno can go on at 11:30.
Yes.
You really would have gone ahead and done that? I don't believe you.
I honestly would have. Absolutely.
You would not have gone to another network? Let's say if...
I might. I mean, I would have considered
What if Fox
that.
needed a late night
I
show?
would have considered it, yes.
You would have?
Yes.
That would have been a good thing.
Yeah.
But now, Leno will die at 10 o'clock, won't he? It's the end. Do you ever envision a scenario where perhaps Leno could end up going back to the Tonight Show and they fire Conan? And then Conan, or whatever his name is, comes over to ABC.
I don't know. I don't know about all of those things, but I couldn't envision any of those things individually happening.
Well,
Yes.
how do you feel
Yes.
that Leno's going to do?
Give us your prediction.
I don't. You know what? I don't think it's going to be successful. I'll be honest with you, and I don't think it has anything to do with Jay. I think it has all to do with the local
Time slot.
affiliates and their news, where they make all their money. And if the lead-in is not as strong, they're going to scream and yell and demand something, and it's going to be a mess.
This Leno move could be the end of all television, is what you're
could be.
saying, right? This could actually
Let's
end
hope so.
television as we think
Let's
about
hope
it.
so. We should start Twittering more.
Will Jay take Stuttering John?
Yes, Jay will definitely take Stuttering John, and I believe that Jay has told Stuttering John, and Stuttering John just isn't saying because they want to keep it all a secret.
You think it's that big a deal? I mean, why
I
can't
think
John
they think it's that big a deal.
Really?
Do you think if Leno gets into real trouble, he'll divorce Mavis and date Sarah Silverman?
That would be a surprise.
She was lucky for you, maybe.
If Leno gets divorced, he'll try to steal Beth.
My prediction is Leno will do poorly. I believe it will not last long. I believe Conan might be moved out, but he will be tarnished. In other words, he will have failed.
You're saying Conan's not going to be successful?
I don't know, because if Jay isn't successful, Conan has to be more successful than Leno was.
And also now, if Jay doesn't do well, it hurts Conan's rating.
Right.
Aha. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying everyone's fucked?
Yeah.
Jay's going to screw up everybody.
You're not fucked. You're in the perfect position.
You're so not fucked. You're not dating anybody.
Yeah, but I'm flying like Coach, I mean.
You're shitting in front
What
of
is
Sal.
it, Ralph? Quickly, because Jimmy Kimmel has to leave here. He has a very active
This is never
life.
a good thing when Ralph calls, I know.
Well, Jimmy, I love you, but I don't understand.
That's great.
How come you're not out there getting laid and going crazy? And I know you're straight, and so why wouldn't you want to
Like, you want to have conversations or something, it sounds like?
Well, Ralph, I'm not that type, right? I mean, I think you would have gathered that about me by now.
You're not a pig. You're not a sex maniac.
It's not like you got to go in and just pick up some floozy and every night, but like...
Jimmy, you should be vomiting at Howard's house. You got to live it up.
I told Sal to vomit at your house.
Hey, Ralph, what bits has Jimmy ripped off from Howard lately?
I've been ripping off Jimmy lately.
There you go.
Have you seen Stuttering Sal?
All right, Ralph. Jimmy,
but really, I mean,
you think Jimmy should be banging the hottest chicks in Hollywood?
Ralph, give me a little time. I need to.
Right.
Maybe you need Ralph to help you with that.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Ralph.
Jimmy's got a huge TV.
I do have the biggest TV in the world.
I haven't seen it. Tom Cruise and his mom out.
You're going to be.
Can you tell the story real quick of why, like, that thing that you did to Jeffrey Ross?
What? You know what? I think we'll miss the Regis and Kelly show if we tell it, though.
I don't even know what he's talking about.
I told you about the prank he pulled on Jeff Ross, Sal.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I told him he would say we get a heads up ahead of time who's going to be voted off. So I texted Jeffrey Ross
on Dancing with the Stars.
On Dancing with the Stars. Sorry, I said you're safe, and he said, "Are you sure?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm sure."
But Jeffrey was really into it and in love with this girl, and
then on the air, he was pretending to be nervous the whole show, like he didn't know he was going to. And then on the air, you see him when he gets eliminated. He goes, We lost?
I had inside information. Oh, that's great. That's right, because you guys get tipped off who's going to be losing Dancing with the Stars.
Nobody thought we did.
Oh, he thought you did. I get it. All right. Thank you, Ralph. You're a fascinating phone call.
Sal was trying to kill the odds. You know, he was betting on Dancing with the Stars.
All right, listen, Jimmy, I'm not going to hold you any
Thank
longer.
you,
Jimmy Kimmel.
We had a beautiful weekend. Thank you very much.
I love you. It's always great seeing you. Yes, and anytime you're around, I want to be with you. And Sal, you too. You're always welcome. All right. The great Jimmy Kimmel and Sal, his cousin. Sal, what's your last name?
Do I have one? Icono.
You don't use that name?
No, I do. Yeah.
You switched it to Kimmel?
That's the way Opera Man says icon.
That's
right. And so there it is.
You set the bar pretty high for Howard's house guest. You said you were such a good guest.
You know, I'm very. I was raised well. I clean up after myself. I keep quiet, and people seem to appreciate that. I think the great thing is Ralph really set the bar so low that
by puking everywhere.
Yeah, and I appreciate that he did that. I really do.
So you had a good time today?
Yeah, I had fun.
No, it was a little awkward talking about your past
I know this is terrible. I
relationships,
have
right?
to get the fuck out of here. I'm not kidding. I really. They got a live TV show I'm gonna miss.
I really am. Nah, I kind of am. I'm kind of done. I mean, I love it here, and I love doing the radio show and all that stuff. But I think after a year and a half more worth of shows, it's time for me to sing my swan song. You know, and some things are starting to bother me, and I don't want it to get ugly.
Oh.
You know what I mean? There are things around here that are bothering me.
I see.
And I'm not the type that complains to people, so I just let it brew inside of me, and then I just leave. But, I don't know. Stuff bothers me. Stuff bothers me all the time, but I don't know. It's enough already of me.
Well, David Hinckley just had to change his article.
Yeah, well, I don't know. You know, it's like Jimmy said to me over the week. He says, "You got to stay. You know, it's so great. The show's never been better. Blah 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 blah. You guys work so well together." I said, "Yeah." I said, "We do." I said, "We're good at this, but how much longer can you keep doing this thing?"
Well, here's a rap that everybody gives me, and so I'll ask you now. You'll be fine doing nothing. Everyone says, "Can Howard get?" You know, people go, "Howard, I know his personality. I listen to him. He's a personality. Can he stay home and do nothing?"
Well, he doesn't have to do nothing. You know,
No, there are things I could do. I could straighten the pillows. I have to have a meeting. I have meetings about everything, you know. I guess I am the, I am the leader of the show, so I meet about everything. My meeting today is with Gary, Laura, my assistant, and Tracy. Because something set me off. Carol Leifer, who was our guest the other week, sent me a box of chocolate. So, I get a list of things that were sent in. So now probably that's a week old or something, or, I don't know how many days old.
It came in last Wednesday.
So I got word today. So, I got to put a system in place where somebody back there goes, oh, Carol Leifer was a guest. She sent Howard a personal note and a gift. It should go right over to Howard.
Right.
In other words, we're not going to go through the usual system of putting... If someone's got to be...
A week later, it'll show up at Howard's desk.
Somebody's got to be a little bit on top of that so that I can get and then I want to figure out how I can get a note to Carol Leifer real quick, a personal note. Like maybe I dictate it to either Tracy or Laura, and they... I don't know if any of them... Laura takes dictation. I can just go, hey, Carol, thanks so much. You were great. And then right away, it gets acknowledged that we got her box of chocolates. Because that's really nice of her to do.
Doesn't fall into the black hole of, wow, I wonder if my gift got there.
Yeah. So then I called Laura last night. I said, how do we get this done? I said, let's have a conference call. Because if I don't conduct it, it'll never get done because no one takes it seriously.
Well, we would take that. See, we would take that seriously.
But Gary, how many years we've been doing this? 20-something years.
Right, but we have
nobody can figure out that, like, when Carol Leifer sends something, that I should know about it pretty quickly. I mean, who wants a box of chocolates sitting around for a week anyway?
It wasn't a week, Howard. It hasn't been a week. You knew yesterday. It got here late Wednesday afternoon, and you knew yesterday. That is some time, but it's not a week.
I don't know. And then, like, it's sitting in your office, and like, who opens the mail? You?
No, Tracy opens the mail.
Right.
She logs
Tracy says you get the box of chocolates.
No, that's not true.
That's what she said.
Tracy opens up all the mail.
Yeah.
She logs it in. So it's, Carol Leifer sent this,
right.
And then everything comes through me just so I could see it because some things I put in your bag that day.
Right.
Some things I just need to know that you're getting, even if you don't take them. I need to know that somebody sent you a screener, whether you saw it or not.
Okay.
I need to know that a book came, so when they call, I can say, yeah, we saw the book.
See, I know I'm going to have a meeting today, and I'm never going to get to the bottom of this. I'm
already zoning out. Having the meeting, yeah.
I'm already zoning out. Like Gary,
we're in the meeting.
Like Gary's explaining it to me, and I just go, can't you just get this done?
It's like Jimmy talking about his breakup with Sarah.
Yeah, I don't understand. It's like I just go, I don't know how to get it done, but you get it done.
But you get a list every day. I guess you just didn't see it quick enough.
No, but we get the list. By the time the list gets to me, and the time I get to read it, it's 5 days old.
Howard, I'm your man. Let me open all the mail.
You have the meeting,
and I'll log it in.
Yeah.
No, what you're saying is certain things should get personal attention. Like they shouldn't go through the system. You should just be expedited to you that Carol Leifer sent.
Right, but you can't.
And then something should be triggered to say, Howard, you dictate this thank you note to Carol Leifer, and it'll be sent right out.
Right.
We have the address.
There's certain, when you get them, these things need to be taken care of right away.
Like I noticed Letterman's got a system in place. Whenever I do anything for Letterman, there's a note that comes. It's typed, and it's like from the desk of David Letterman, and it goes like, hey, Howard, it was really good seeing you. Let's get together sometime, blah, 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 David Letterman.
Mm-hmm.
And I can tell, like, he must... I don't even know that he writes it because it's typed. I don't even know that it's his thoughts. It seems like it's someone else is doing it for him.
Right.
But that's cool. I want that system. But I know I'm going to get on the phone today and be aggravated that I even have to take time to come up with a system. Like, I shouldn't have to.
Would you believe me if I told you we will handle it? You wouldn't.
I would. What are you going to do? Let me hear it.
Well, listen, this is the first you brought it up that you want something that quick. Because usually
wouldn't it be cool, like, if I said to Carol Leifer, hey, that was really nice of you to send something. It was totally unnecessary, but man, you're the greatest, and the
hardest part of the system is deciding who fits the bill.
Right.
Like in other words, if Mark Harris sends you something, does that fit the bill?
You answer the question. You answer your own question.
Probably not.
Okay.
But
so
I never know
with you. You think I'm talking about Mark Harris?
No, but I never know with you because sometimes you go.
You don't know the difference between Mark Harris and Carol Leifer?
I know the difference between them. But,
I don't.
But sometimes
yes, you do.
No, sometimes to you.
All right,
you're like,
name a name that you think you can't tell what to do. And then
Mark Harris must have been a bad example.
Right. If that's the example.
Beetlejuice send something, Gower.
I got to look at the schedule for the last couple of weeks.
All right.
No, that doesn't work. I was going to say D. Snyder.
All right. D. Snyder sends me something. What do you think is the answer?
You probably should know.
That's right.
Craig Gass.
What do you think?
You probably don't need to know.
Right.
You know already. You know. Now it's getting getting embarrassing.
This is an embarrassing game, isn't it?
Well, I didn't want to have the meeting off the air, but this is what happened.
This is getting embarrassing.
Oh, my God.
Go ahead.
Craig Gass is on top of the Chrysler
Gass
building.
would send me something. It would be in the list, and then I could respond to it.
First of all, I know Craig Gass. He ain't sending you something.
You don't need to know immediately.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't need to know that
Well,
day.
he was just about to. Now he just put it down.
See?
Right. So, like Jimmy Kimmel, obviously, yes.
Right, and then I want someone to say to me, okay, do you have a note you want us to send Jimmy? And I'll just say, here's
all right, here's a better example. Lisa Lampanelli was here the other day.
Good.
And she handed you, while you were in here, she said, here's an autographed DVD and CD. I'd love, for you to watch. But it's in her mind, it's a gift.
Okay. What do you think the answer is on that one?
Probably not.
Right.
See, you already know.
You know the answer to this.
Yeah, but Robin, here's the point, and you know this because you've seen me for 25 years. I know till I don't know. And then when I don't know, I'm the biggest dick in the world.
Even if you get it 99% of the time right,
meaningless.
You're helping me.
Fucking
You're
meaningless.
helping me.
No, because 1% will be the first 3 hours of the show.
Right, Gary's got a point.
No, listen. Okay.
Be honest.
Lisa Lampanelli is a great girl, but she gives me a DVD.
Okay.
I mean, I'm talking about.
Okay, Lisa Renna.
Go ahead.
Sends you her book.
Go ahead.
Hey, Howard, it's with a note. Howard, you're great. I think she sent the note something like, I couldn't wait for you to have this book. I think you're going to love it.
Okay.
Is that a gift or a promotional item?
What's your answer? What do you think?
I think it's a promotional item, but she sees it as a gift.
We know that. And you'll put that on the list, and if I want to write to Lisa Renna, I'll write to Lisa Renna.
Even though she sent you a personal note?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. I'll read the personal note, and I'll figure out what to do.
But does anybody in here understand that Howard might go, Gary, Lisa Renna sent me a fucking personal note.
But Gary, you got it right.
Well, I'll tell you when it'll happen. If Lisa Renna calls and says, did you ever get my book?
No, Gary, exactly. You just got it 100% right. Every example you gave, you knew the answer to.
Well, Robin hit it right.
Now, Gary, I'll give you an example.
But he also threw 95 great pitches out of 100.
Lisa Renna comes in here, and she sends me an antique radio.
That's a yes.
Ah.
Okay, I got one for you.
Okay.
I got one. Fran Drescher used to come in all the time. And
Go
then
ahead.
after she came in, I'm going to send you a gift. And she would send you those fucking croutons.
The pasta and the croutons.
Right.
It's a gift. Howard, I am sending you croutons because you're a good guy.
Okay. What do you think?
I think no.
Exactly. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I'm sending you croutons.
She's sending me the croutons, so I'll talk about them on the... But, okay, Fran Drescher comes in. And she's on the air talking about she just bought a Kindle, and she thinks it's the greatest thing. So then you get a personal note in the mail from Fran Drescher, and it says, Howard, I love being on the show. I want you to try a Kindle. I went out and got you one.
That's a yes. That's a resounding yes. Here's
so
one.
There you go.
I got one for you.
Go ahead.
Okay, this is a tough one, but
go ahead.
Remember,
I bet you it's not tough.
Okay, remember the comedian Bobby Slayton?
I remember Bobby.
Bobby's wife owns a kids' clothing store.
Right.
He sends you a box of clothes for your kids.
Go ahead.
So the answer.
What do you think?
Well, now it's tough.
Tell me what you think.
The answer is it's a yes, gift-wise, but does Bobby make the cut celebrity-wise?
Now think about it. He's promoting his wife's clothing line.
But it's still a big
do you
box.
think there's a real rush for me to get to Bobby Slayton on that one?
Yeah, but I'm sure your daughter's favorite designer is Norma Slayton.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, Gary. What do you think? That can wait.
Teddy Slayton.
In other words, I'll get a note out to the guy, but,
All right, but that's a tough one because he is a celebrity and it was a box of clothes.
Right.
You know what?
That box of clothes is going to end up in the garbage.
Let me tell you something. There's two things
I'm
that
going
are
to give it
iffy.
to charity, which is 99% of what I do around
So
here.
I'm gauging the level of the celebrity and the quality of the gift.
The only one you got wrong so far is Carol Leifer's chocolates. That's it.
Which started this.
The real one.
There's two
the real
things.
one.
There's two things that are iffy: whether or not Bobby's a celebrity and whether or not those are clothes.
Right.
Gary, you missed one very important aspect. If Howard was single, you give him anything Lisa Renna said.
Right.
Tracy.
Oh, when I was single, it was terrible. Gary and I had meetings about that. It was
that
so
was
embarrassing.
so uncomfortable, Howard.
Really?
When I was single and there was a hot chick on the show and I wanted to go out with her, I would somehow say on the air, hey, yeah, you should get me your number. And then
That's a good code.
And Gary would walk in and I go, Gary, did you get the number from her? And he goes, you wanted me to get the number?
I missed the signal on one very important person.
Yeah, he missed a lot of signals.
And Howard goes, Because I remember Howard goes, "You got the number?" And I go, "You were serious? Because what the fuck is wrong with you?"
but get the number is like if Joe Girardi's steal sign was, look, steal.
I felt bad, too.
Artie, you go in the green room and get a fucking number from somebody.
No, look, listen, Teddy tried it for me a couple of times.
It's embarrassing.
But Howard, can I ask you one question?
And the problem is, nobody's going to say no to giving you the number.
Well, first of all, they're giving me the number, so that's already creepy.
Yeah.
But
they're giving you the number.
Say no. You don't know whether they really, you don't know whether you're forcing these people to give you a number or not.
I was too busy or lazy to date, so it was a perfect dating opportunity.
Absolutely.
If I could
took full advantage.
If I could do everything on the air, I was fine. It was like, wow, this is cool. I'm on the air. I met a nice, attractive girl. She said something about her phone number on the air. After I badgered her.
I have a phone number.
Yeah, okay. Gary, did you get that?
I have a phone, Howard.
Do you own a phone, or are you a heroin addict whose money took away their phone?
Gary,
well, you don't want my number.
Right.
But, Howard, let me ask you a question, because I think the fans are interested in this.
Yes.
In that crazy time you said you had, sort of womanizing.
Yeah.
How many girls that were on this show did you bang?
I don't know.
That you met on the show?
Not a lot.
Okay.
Like maybe...
Under 5?
Yes.
All right.
Right, Gare?
I got 3 in my head right now. I'm telling you right now. And I got one in my head that you don't even know that I know.
Let's double that number then.
All right.
It's like a drink.
It's like a chick telling you her weight.
I don't think there was a lot, honestly.
Gary, I'm talking about that he met for the first time on the show.
Well, there's one that jumps to mind for sure.
There were a couple I'm thinking of I was working, but I never even got around to.
Oh, yeah?
Either they just didn't like me that way.
That happens sometimes.
Yeah, maybe you might be right. But there are 3 that I'm thinking of.
Yeah. I don't know.
And I'm not thinking that hard.
I wonder what 3 you're thinking of. Because you should write them down.
2 for sure.
Write them down and hand them to me. I'll give them to Howard.
Yeah. Yeah, don't even write it down. You know what? That's water under the bridge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're married. You're getting
Why
married.
go back there?
I'm happy. I do have a great wife. It was great last night.
We love her.
We watched it. You do?
We do.
People generally
He's
like her,
acting
or
like
are they
he's in the
afraid?
marriage,
No,
too.
you know what?
Do you think there's anyone afraid to say they don't love her?
No. Here's the
Besides
deal.
Sal?
But he's acting like he's in the marriage, too. We love her.
But in a way,
he is in the marriage.
Hold on, in a way, I am, and I'm going to tell you why, Robin.
Really?
I'll tell you why I'm in the marriage in a strange way.
He is.
I have a friend who worked for a big celebrity for a long period of time, and then that celebrity got divorced, and his life was miserable.
Okay.
Because that celebrity was miserable.
Okay.
And his life was miserable. So
I
if
see.
Howard were not happy,
You're
we would all
miserable.
be fucking unhappy. So the fact that he's happy, I'm in a great marriage.
So, Gary, Howard's pretty upset that it took so long for him to get the package, I guess, from Carol Leifer. And he wants to implement like a new system. Have you figured out what you're going to do exactly?
Yeah, Tracy and I spoke about it. The truth is there is a system in place. An email is sent to Laura every day telling her what came in the mail that day. So I guess it's my job to point it out more than Laura's job to point it out. But, I mean, he gets a list every day. He just doesn't look at it every day. So I guess they just want us to expedite it and say, hey, you should notice that Carol Leifer, but not Craig Gass, Jimmy Kimmel, but not Mark Harris, sent you an important package.
So you're saying that if he would have looked at it earlier, he would have seen it? It was definitely
right.
on the
If he
list.
would have looked at it, he would have seen it. But he's saying, I don't get to look at it every day. He's saying, I'm telling you, I don't look at it every day. So give me a bigger heads up. It's more of a discussion. I don't think he was, he's not necessarily angry. It's just, sort of putting it all together. But it's done.
I'm Jesse James. I'm here to do the Howard Stern Show, and pretty excited. Been a Howard Stern fan since like the late 80s.
Oh, so you're a big fan?
Yeah. So, I was a bodyguard and spent a lot of time in New York, and I think Rick Rubin turned me onto it. He had like cassette tapes of like when Howard, of the old show, when he got like booted off and like wore him out on tour buses listening to him. So it's
Nice,
pretty
man.
cool.
So this is a pretty big occasion for you then.
Yeah, I'm pretty nervous. It's actually, I usually just breeze through this stuff because most people that interview me are dipshits and like I just talk smack to them. But this one, I'm like, fuck.
All right, Jesse James also was on Celebrity Apprentice, used to be a real badass.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. I've been reading about this guy,
Like
Jesse
how
James.
badass?
He was a real badass. Hey, Jesse, how you doing? Good to see you. Hey, nice to meet you. Pleasure.
That's a badass?
He's a badass. Jesse James is a badass.
Yeah, you fuck with him, Robin.
Yeah, fuck with him and see how far you
Hi,
get.
Robin.
Yeah.
Hi there, how are you?
Robin
good.
wore extra cleavage for you.
Trying to steal you away.
Hey, can I tell you why I was laughing when I brought him in?
Yeah.
Tim came to the green room. Tim never says hello to the gas. Tim came to the green room, and he just goes, dude, you're my idol. And he just started talking like how much he loves Jesse James and how Jesse's his idol.
Why is Jesse James Tim Sabian's idol? Like, I could see why.
As we were walking in, Tim was just like reeling off stuff, and he goes, that bike you made in Afghanistan?
Tim, what do you know about bikes? I mean,
he's a biker. Well, I've had bikes all my life as a kid,
I
Harleys and all that kind of thing. And
you can see by him he's a biker.
You can tell.
Yeah, right. I'm bad, you know. But the stuff that he built
with your loafers.
No,
yeah, Jesse. He's a skinny, fruity executive.
Exactly right. But he
Sneaks a
just
man
builds the
purse.
coolest bikes. I mean, if you saw his stuff, it's just absolutely amazing what you do. So it's an art. It's
he's one of your heroes.
Oh,
Okay,
he's
right.
one of the greatest bike builders ever.
You know,
ever,
Tim
in
was
car builders.
Tim was a Mongol. I don't know if you know that. Honorary Mongol.
Card carrying.
Card carrying.
Actually, I think Tim was in the Chingaling.
Jesse, nice to have you on the show. Now, how did you get to be? Where'd you grow up?
In California, Long Beach.
And were you a kid who was always into building cars and motorcycles? Were you just one of those kids who were just freaky into that stuff?
Yeah, my dad was like a antique dealer, and I never had any money, and I wanted cool stuff, and I had to learn how to get it myself or make it.
Wow.
But you were one of those kids that you didn't go to college or anything, right?
I went to college for 2 years and played football.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
But then weren't you a Hell's Angel for a while? You were part of the motorcycle club? You were never a Hell's Angel?
No, I was a bodyguard for like 7 years. Actually, I have to tell you right now, like, this is, to me, I feel like I finally made it if I could do your show. I've done like 60 Minutes and everything else, but just to be sitting here, it's like, whoa, man.
Oh, that's
I'm
great.
on the Howard Stern show.
I love that. I actually met your wife, Sandra Bullock, on her movie set one time.
Yeah.
Attractive woman.
Yeah,
Not a
she
bad
told me
deal.
she called you up one time and gave you some shit for a long time ago.
Did she?
Yeah, we talked to her on the phone once.
Yeah.
She came from the set, yeah.
Why'd she give me shit?
She's German.
You were goofing on her, so she called from the set.
Right.
Oh, she gave it to me. She put me in my place.
Yeah.
Amazing how easily I cave
No, but
in.
I was a bodyguard and spent a lot of time. The first person I ever worked for was Rick Rubin, and he had these like cassette tapes of your show from like the '80s, and this was in the late '80s, and we used to have them on tour buses and listen to
that's
them.
cool.
And it was like, being from LA and California, radio's pretty generic, but hearing like this dude that got kicked off for
dirty words.
Yeah.
Did you? So you go to college for 2 years, you play football, you get out of there, and you're trying to figure out how to make it as a young man, and you become a bodyguard. Is that the way it goes?
Well, I did security all through high school. I used to work at a racetrack called Ascot.
Right.
And then on the weekends, I worked at Golden Apple Comics up in Melrose, and I did security for Bill Leibowitz.
But then you get into guarding like some famous people. You were Madonna's bodyguard for a while.
Yeah,
right?
Rick Rubin offered me a job, not as a bodyguard, but doing special projects.
What's that mean?
Collecting money.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, and then,
right? What was he doing?
Yeah, what was he up to?
Just producing, doing Deaf American Records, and then pretty soon they asked me to go on tour because promoters weren't paying and people were ripping them off. And then,
wow,
it was in the late '80s when violent metal started getting really big and kids were getting really hurt at shows, and so they kind of wanted me to come in and.
So that's how you made your living? You were the guy. You were the collector.
And then I traveled all around the world, like in 5 years, about 10 times, and the whole time on the road, all I was doing was going to motorcycle shops and buying parts, and that was kind of what I did. When I was off the road, I'd work on my bike in my mom's garage, and I finally just got tired of it.
Did you ever have to beat the shit out of people when you were a bodyguard?
No, I'm a non-violent person.
No, come on. You're a violent guy, right?
Well, back in the late 80s, early 90s, you could still, duke it out, and it was like mutual combat, and nobody sued each other. So.
Did you ever have to go to jail or anything?
No.
Never. You had to think about it. That's funny. I do.
Yeah, what could you mistake for jail in that thought?
Yeah, right. Because you said on Celebrity Apprentice that one of the reasons you wanted to do it was because you wanted to apologize to figure skater Scott Hamilton because when you were a young man, you stole his car.
Yeah.
Right? So that was a big thing for you.
Well, they begged me to do the show, the producers and casting people for 2 years.
Right.
And
I mean, I'm never going to do that show. I'm too busy, and it's just not me. But they said, we have Scott Hamilton. And I said, okay, I'll do it.
Right, because you wanted to apologize to him.
Yeah, and I figured I would. I always felt bad because he's a little skater dude.
How did you come to steal Scott Hamilton's car? Was that your line of work for a while? Were you a car thief?
Well, I was kind of like a crab trying to get out of a barrel. When I was a kid, my parents let me fend for myself. And
how old were you when you were on your own?
I moved out when I was 15.
No kidding. Where was your dad and mom? I mean, what was their story?
They kind of split up when I was 5, and they're kind of that beatnik generation where, kids are a drag, and,
yeah, well, thanks for having me.
Yeah, and so, I mean, honestly, I did a lot of stuff that I'm not really proud of.
How old were you when you stole Scott Hamilton's car?
I was 17.
Yeah.
You know, and that was, I only did it because I had parts off of it sold, and I was looking for one, and someone knew